And we're back with another great episode of 25 and Over Club. It's your boy, Billy the Bad Guy, Billy the Goat, Billy the Kid, Bills.
And it's me, Renee, a.k.a. Proper, and you are watching another wonderful episode of the 25 and Over Club, where life gets real after the age of
25.
And we got the world's most wanted, most wanted on the internet,
Yup.
The world's most wanted.
Mr. Wolf.
Wolf from the Halfway Up
Taylor.
podcast, yo.
Wolf
What's
from
going
the
on?
Halfway Up podcast.
Yes.
That's right.
They want to put you halfway in the dirt.
They do. That's what it feels like. That was good. That's how I feel too. But I'm gonna keep grinding though. Fuck y'all.
I don't know. I got a new name for Wolf.
What's
It's
that?
Mr. Piss Him Off.
I like that.
Yo,
Mr. Piss him off.
and that's his job.
That's
like,
his
honestly,
job.
Actually, I was watching a clips today too, and I'm just like, Wolf is becoming like, and that's not your intent.
Uh-huh.
But
It's
one
not
of
my
those
intent.
niggas that's on the internet, you be like, this nigga just hurting people's feelings and trolling
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that's who Wolf's become. And I
Yeah.
know what your original vision was.
Yeah.
The original vision is all the episodes before the last one. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Just positivity.
The positivity is amazing because I
Mhm.
love it and it gets me up and then I feel motivated.
Right.
We know that you change people's lives.
Right.
Mhm.
People's calling their parents and shit.
Right.
People
You're like, oh, I
recovering
listen
from
to Wolf.
funerals and shit.
What?
Nah, for real.
Right?
Healing.
But what sells is,
Yeah.
Controversy.
Yeah.
you
You can't force people to like something that they're not interested in the moment. You just can't.
But like I'm on the fence of can positivity be hurtful?
Can it be hurtful? If it connects with, if something I say that's quote unquote positive and
Mhm.
it connects with you and
Mhm.
that's why it hurt, maybe that's what needs. That's like being in a therapy session with your therapist and they say something that's like, fuck, like that hurt, but it's like that shit needed to be popped so you
Mhm.
can heal.
Right.
So I think
Okay.
that's fine, you know?
So it's like perspective. It could be
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
know what I
okay.
mean? Sometimes shit gonna hurt,
Right,
but
so-
I'm gonna play the clip. Here we go.
What I hear a lot of women say is that if he doesn't want to be my boyfriend, then why does he keep me around? He keeps you around because you're a resource for him. But there's a couple of things that's off that I probably will never tell you because my intention is to never hurt your feelings.
Mm.
So what I'll do instead is I'll just keep you around and I'll just continue being the guy that you like. Because you're looking for the guy of your dreams and you're not sure whether or not that guy is me. And I don't want to tell you because if I just tell you that I'm not the guy flat out, because I know I'm not the guy, but if I tell you that, then you're going to leave. But if you leave, who gonna be giving me head?
Who?
Who gonna be cooking my meals? Who gonna be cooking for the guys when
It's
we
giving who
when
can I
bring
run
the fellas
to?
over? Who gonna be making
The
drinks for
shit is
us? Who gonna be
empty.
picking up the laundry and washing the dishes? Who gonna be going out on dates with me? So I can't tell you how I really feel about you because you're a resource for me. And if you're doing all those things, why would he let you go?
First of all, 60 seconds is a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this one was interesting to me. So the girl said, you are the guy. You have imposter syndrome. I just thought that was so interesting because it was like, how you gonna tell me? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
how you even gonna tell me that? And there was this other girl, she was really disappointed. You're educating women by emotionally manipulating them. And I was just trying to let her know, like, I think you missed the point. And you know what? Thank God for the women, because the women's opinions are the only ones I care about. The
Mhm.
guys, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, thank God for the women who understood the context of it.
Mhm.
Because if they didn't tell me they understood it, I probably would really feel bad. So
Right.
like, I know that some women got it, but this one girl in particular, she was like, oh, like you're bragging about emotionally manipulating women? That's crazy. That's exactly
No,
what she said.
it is a reality check. So
Right.
yes, of course, you're gonna make some people feel uncomfortable because it was like, damn, you shot me, nigga. Like,
Yeah, you shot me, right.
you feel away for a reason.
for sure, for a
You
reason.
feel away because maybe you was that person in a 17-year relationship
Mhm.
Right.
who I know and got their
One thing
time
about you,
wasted.
you're gonna get Pacific like the
Yeah.
ocean.
Hello. Hello.
I hate when people say that, by the way. I'm just saying it as a joke. It's that you be Pacific.
No, bitch. I mean specific. But yeah, I just feel like you're triggered and maybe you feel a little on edge. I think it's a reality because, again, people do things that's comfortable. I was just telling somebody, I had the barbecue this weekend. Shout out to the people that came and supported. Shout out to Deja.
Mhm.
She gave me a card for my birthday.
Shout out to
So
Deja.
sweet.
Shout out to Deja.
But I was just telling her, like, yo, I understand why people go back to their ex. Like, it is so comfortable there because
yeah.
getting to know people is a pain in the fucking ass. And now you're going through these different people's behaviors and going through
Yeah.
that whole process again.
Yeah.
I'd rather just go find my way back to some. consistent dick.
Yeah.
Because again, who's gonna give me head? Who's gonna cook?
Or
Who's
just
gonna...
stay in a situationship because you're getting enough of the check boxes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Just this perspective is needed in the social space, especially in the podcast space. We have people that are talking about everything they want or everything women are not doing. But now you have a person literally giving you gems. Niggas are not telling you this stuff. Niggas are not telling us this. Like, it was my first time, and we had this conversation briefly before in another, but you went in depth when you did your own show, and it really full circle of understanding what you were trying to say, because what I got from it is like, yo, niggas are not telling us this stuff.
And
they
really
won't, because they don't want you to leave. But you have somebody literally telling you, like you said, you're in a relationship with somebody. He doesn't want to be your boyfriend, but he don't want to let you go.
Because you got too many good things going on.
This is why. He literally laid out the exact why. He don't want to be my boyfriend, but he keep hitting me up. This is why. And somebody literally told you, and you met it with advertisement.
Yeah. Adversity.
We just say
adversity.
That might not be it either. I don't know.
You took it negatively.
You took that shit negatively.
All right.
We just
no, you could. You could.
We just say y'all found yourself in that position, just staying there just to stay.
And when I hear it back specifically like that, yes, there's been reasons why I felt like I was in my mind, because in order for that shit to work, the girl got to feel like that's her man.
Exactly.
You gotta feel like that nigga your man. You don't know it until it's over.
That's the key.
I really wasn't. For that level of manipulation to work, he gotta make you feel like you his girl.
Right. And that can happen very quickly. Like and the thing is, like, if a girl just got like some other niggas around, they cute, they cool, whatever, but she ain't crazy over them. By the time she meet a guy that's like, this nigga's it. You know what I mean? You know that feel. You hear women when a woman is really excited about a man, it sounds a little different than the rest of the guys that she entertains. So it's really that guy that when that guy comes around and he leaves a strong impression on you, maybe even before sex, but especially with sex, then you start. She's already made the connection in her mind, like, this is my man, and I'm moving through life as if he's my man. So when we spend time together, I'm thinking about it as if he's my man. When he doesn't pick up my calls, I'm thinking about it as if he's my man. When he's not hearing from her for a long time, all of that, So it's something that really happens, and like I can speak on it because like there have been times where I've been talking to a girl, and then she might slip up and say like, "Oh yeah, because you my," something that alluding to the fact that that we dating, and I'd be like. Then we gotta have that conversation. We're like, well, if I'm your boyfriend, then I'm cheating on you. If that's the case, because there's something else going on. There's a reason why you're not my girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a reason, because it's like, to be your girlfriend means that I'm off the market. I mean, to be, I'm off the market completely.
Right.
There's a reason. You know what I mean? So if I'm having conveyed to you that I am your boyfriend, you know what I mean? There's a reason for that, and you jumping the gun, and it's safety reasons. Don't jump us in there if we don't walking in there together. We got to be walking at the same pace.
As the guy. Because you obviously stated you hold on to her because it's selfish of you.
Selfish, yes.
Selfish as fuck.
Absolutely.
But you're also blocking your own blessing because you're putting yourself back by staying instead of moving on to find.
But he don't see it like that though, because he's in a season of having fun right now. You know what I mean? So instead of like.
But this nigga's at 40, 39, 38 years old doing this shit.
But
how much fun you gonna have?
As much as he wants.
But the beauty of it is that men don't have any biological thing holding them back from having any type of fun. A man can. That's what they say. A man can work on his life, work on his career, and at 40 he could feel like he want a wife. And you could be like, oh, but in our mind, like a female's mind, we're like, whoa, that's great. 40 got all this shit together. We don't care that. Oh, what were you doing for the past 40 years that you just want to have fun? We don't look at men that way, but
society
they look at women that way.
Yes.
You just not want to be married at 40, bitch. Fuck what you doing.
Yes.
So we don't get the same grace.
And I'm sorry. And by the way, even though there's not a biological clock on men, if the women does, then it's gonna play an effect on him anyway. So men should think of it more so like play a little less and put the real work in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because if let's say there's a biological clock and women are already having babies or they're already going through, I don't know, something that's gonna make them not necessarily like good for a relationship. That's probably gonna be the woman that you got to choose. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you should choose sooner than later before all of us go through life taking on extra damage and pain and shit
Yep.
like that.
It felt like we touched a little bit on the outline without touching on the outline.
That's how I
But
go, baby.
before we get to the outline, I do want to give a shout out to 3 people. I want to give a shout out to Frederica and Alexis, who definitely watches every episode
Shout out
and
to y'all.
tune in.
Hi, guys.
So thank you for watching and enjoying the episode. And then today I woke up and I was just telling somebody the other day, I'm like, yeah, this podcast is a lot. Like,
It is.
I want to do an episode on podcasting. How
I do too.
tiring it
Oh, that
is.
would be good.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that.
Pain, yeah.
Yo, like the pain,
Yeah.
the content
Mhm.
coming, like I want to do like if you really ask me, I would do a behind the scenes documentary on
Right.
what it is to do 25 and over club. Like
That's what I want our
ups and
episode to be
downs.
about. When we do it over,
Bro,
that's really what I want it to be about.
I'm free. I got my work schedule now. Just
Yeah,
I'll
let's
let
make
you
it.
know.
I got a
Let's do
work
that.
schedule with you free.
Because, but Wolf,
Point to make.
Wolf's free is no. Wolf's free is different. Like Wolf's free
Okay.
is he's free at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
I know I could come here and record with Wolf at 8 p.m.
Okay.
Right.
Now, but that's why I was like starting work. It's like fuck. Like when somebody was like, "Oh, let's do this day," it was like, let me check my work schedule. That feels unfamiliar with me for the last month and a half. Now,
Yeah.
You'd have thought you've been out of the work
Right.
for like a year and a half.
The
Like,
way he
oh my
acting.
God.
because like just getting up and just doing whatever I want. Like, yes, I miss working,
beautiful
but it's just
feeling.
like
It's a beautiful feeling.
somebody
I
tell me what
making
time to be
money.
there.
I don't particularly like work.
Working. Amen.
And at yo, they got me at work 8 o'clock on a Sunday. Like, excuse
What?
me, I don't even work Sundays.
That is against any religion.
Human nature.
At 8 a.m. you saying?
Yes.
On a Sunday.
But I want to give this last shout out to Trina Mills from Toronto.
Hi,
Shout out,
Trina.
And she says, I've been putting y'all on to my friends in Toronto, Canada. I'm
you.
so mad I couldn't make it to your live show, but I'm not missing the next one.
That's
Mhm.
And we
fire.
hope you don't miss the next one. So, and we are international superstars.
Yeah, facts. At this
National,
point,
okay.
for real.
Yes.
At
So
this point,
shout out to y'all.
At this point.
And before we get into the segment part, we need a segment called Billy's Dating Chronicles.
Well, I had a really scary catch up. If you want to finish up first, or you want to wrap it up before we get to the
No, get your catch up.
Oh, I was literally almost assaulted in the park when I went on a jog last week.
Not
Really?
Central Park.
No, not Central Park. It was like in the park in Berkeley, like Lincoln Park.
What happened?
Mm.
So like I was walked up to the park at like 8 o'clock. So I'm waiting on my cousin so we could run the track together. There's a park next to it where there's benches and stuff. So I'm sitting there. I'm on the phone with Angelique, minding my business. I'm sitting this way. The bench is like this.
Mhm.
I'm sitting like this. So the person's passing. I'm not thinking nothing of it. It's like it was seemed like a mentally unstable person. So
Mhm.
I didn't think anything of it. So he's passing. So I'm on the phone. I guess he didn't see my headphones or what. He was like, "What? What you said?" And I'm like, "Excuse me?" I was like, "I'm not talking to you. I'm on the phone." He was like, "Watch your mouth." So I went like this, but I had a fanny pack on.
Mhm.
I'm thinking of ways like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to fight for my life.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about taking my fanny pack off, swinging or strangling him. But this
Where's your taser?
I have a fanny pack. I went running, so I didn't bring my pepper
right.
spray. So I just took it off my keys and took it off. But because I was unclipping my thing, he thought I had a blicky on me.
No.
So because I'm just trying, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Just go about your business. So I went like this to unclip the fanny pack. He took off.
Yeah, take off, nigga.
Because so I'm unclipping, but I don't think he heard the clip go off. So he thought it was something.
Other
Thinking I was going to take something out my back. I wish I did.
Yeah.
But just,
And
I
he
say
took
all
off.
that to say the whole thing about the girl getting hit in her face with a brick, like,
They said that's a lie.
well, she did get hit.
That's true. She did get hit.
She got hit.
She got hit, yes.
She did get hit. I don't know what led up to it.
It's a little
It's probably a little wonky, and I
Yeah.
don't want to speak for them. I wasn't there, and I didn't. Somebody said a guy came out with a video. I'd never seen it, so I can't.
They said it was a legend that she does this all the time and she takes people's money off of GoFundMe.
Yeah.
So what happened is how her face got swollen is they said that she does something that make her have an allergic reaction that makes her face swells up like that.
When you thinking about defending yourself,
Mhm.
you're doing a couple things. You're sizing the person up.
Mhm.
I'm thinking about ways how I'm gonna defend myself. I'm like, Renee, you might lose, but I'm gonna go down swinging.
Right.
The fanny pack
Always.
heavy, my shit is in there. If I don't swing it up, and 4-H club taught me how to strangle somebody. So as long as I could get my hand around his neck, I think I should be all right.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yo, can you imagine women that don't, or people that don't think like that?
That's
I'm
slow
like,
to
because I'm
react.
thinking about immediately to defend myself or not be, I'm scared, but I'm thinking about how to survive this situation. I found these non-lethal weapons on Amazon that look like, you know.
You gotta be careful with that.
I know they don't ship them to New York State. I would have to get it from.
Oh.
They don't ship them in this state. But I'm just saying that not just women, people, because it's not smart to be like women are the only people that get assaulted. I know a lot of young kids or little boys that are a little bit more, you know, the house kids. Not every young man you see knows how to fight. The other times I've had encounters like that, I was able to pepper spray and get away.
Right.
Yeah, okay,
but this time I didn't have nothing on me, and I was like, oh my God, how do people feel when they don't or freeze up?
Right.
That don't know how to react in this type of situation.
You just gotta have a brick in your fanny pack next time.
Yo, especially in a city like New York City, it's just like the mentally ill people, however you want to call them, they have little pockets all around the city, especially the places where people publicly commune. You know what I mean? So like, make sure you got that on me because I'm just listening to you right now, and I'm just like, I feel away because it's just like, man, like this. I just feel like you go through this all the time as a man. You know what I mean? You hear stories about like women being in situations where they gotta be like feel not safe or unprotected, and it's like fuck, and you hate that because you at the end of it, at the naked truth, you feel like your whole purpose as a man is to protect people. You know what I mean? Which protection comes in different ways, but at the end of the day, like you never want to hear about a woman being in a situation where she can't defend herself. You know what I mean?
What tips should you give to women to defend themselves against men?
Keep that shit on you.
Something.
Period.
There's pepper spray gel. Sometimes the spray is a little bit, you know.
Get the gel.
Get the gel because it's more direct.
Yeah, it's more direct.
It'll hit the target without spraying back in your face.
She know. Get the fucking gel.
Get the gel.
But you should have had it in a fanny.
Because it couldn't fit in the
I bet you in there tomorrow.
So this is what I was gonna say to that. Make sure you go get the Nike dry fit shit, the leggings joints, because it's got like the super thin.
Yeah.
You could put your phone in, and it's like it's so thin, the phone don't go nowhere. Get you that type shit. You know what I mean? Like so you can always make sure you got it on. You put in a little dry fit, little slit, and it be like, yeah, nigga, I always got it. As a woman, you just can't. Damn, I hate this like this, but you can't trust what niggas in the area gonna do. Sometimes niggas just watch.
When it was happening to me, I did not think about nobody around, like looking around for nobody.
I'm just thinking me, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I was not. I didn't even notice that guy was over there. I didn't notice. I'm just thinking about ways how to get myself out of this situation.
Whether you know how to fight or not, I think everybody should take a self-defense class.
I agree.
When the coins come in.
Yeah. There's free ones. Like I remember back in the day, used to be free ones at community centers and stuff. But yeah, ladies, stay safe. Get something that make you feel. I'm not so much of a knife person, but say, "Oh, get a knife."
Yeah, that don't gotta be your twist.
Because I'm not trying to run up on nobody.
I'm not a gun person.
Yeah, be a taser and a mace person though.
But my last closing argument is, do what you have to do. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yes.
You could go to the judge and plead your case later.
Oh, God.
But right now,
alive.
Yeah, alive.
Alive.
And now, what I told y'all the last episode, the person who came out alive is the person who won.
Back to Billy's dating chronicles, back to his dating world, I need to realize, like, I want to make sure I find the right person this time. I will create a fucking spreadsheet. Well, if you know I've been on my spreadsheet journey, I will create a spreadsheet and start documenting these niggas for how they make me feel because I don't want to make any mistakes. I'm really healing in my 30s. But I'm asking y'all, because I'm going to write my notes down, y'all know me very well. What do y'all think I need? Like, what does Billy need?
I think there's a lot of episodes where you have made it pretty clear that you have issues with love, issues with attachment, and like maybe non-productive people, non-productive qualities and stuff like that. So I definitely would say you definitely need to make sure you're working on, but you kind of said it, healing, right? You know, you need to heal and you need to maybe mature in what it is you expect from a partner. Probably mature, because sometimes I've heard you just say things that you've dealt with, you know what I mean, that inadvertently scream there's a lack of self-worth, you know what I mean? So definitely healing will help you.
I feel attacked! Let me go in the comments.
Healing, bro, healing.
I think you need to be clear and direct about what you want in a relationship, because there'll be one comment, give you some context. One minute you'll be like, oh, I like somebody that's sweet. I don't like sweet things from sweet guys. I like sweet things from hood niggas.
I do.
That's very, very confusing and hard to find.
Like what?
Like what? Like if you like me and I like you, what you say to me to make me feel good is what you say to me to make me feel good. So that I think you need to remove as some type of criteria as a partner, because if they come in that package, that's great. But I don't believe that's something you should harp on, because you even sent it to me. It's like, oh, he said this to me, but I don't like when it comes from him. I want it to come from this particular type of guy.
Yeah.
And we spoke about like you spoke about guys that make a certain type of money. You're a 6-figure guy. Then 6-figure niggas are not hood niggas. I hate to break it to you.
I know.
You're not.
But I can't take
You see? You can't see. No, you see. You can't. You can't. No.
You can't.
You can.
And I know I sound crazy on the show when I talk about I want my hood nigga to be like this, but I want love, love, love. And I think it's possible.
Everything is possible in Christ.
I think it's possible, but that's what I want.
You gotta grow up, man.
Maybe I should be more clear.
Not clear, realistic.
Like, all right, I'm making a checklist,
all
right?
Checking it twice.
What kind of things that I need to check off for a partner? So, like, I'm gonna definitely say communication has been a big one for me lately. Like, I realized that I need a person to communicate. I don't want anything to slip through the cracks. Like, communicate with me. Hey, I'm not responding to your messages because I'm at work. Mm-hmm. Instead of saying, oh, my bad, I was at work all day. Some way, somehow in the middle of your day, I need you to communicate. Hey, I didn't get back to you because I'm at work.
I think you need loyalty.
That's what I need.
Somebody that stands 10 toes down for you no matter what, whether your eyes are closed, your back turned. That's different from the protection thing you're talking. Loyalty is different from somebody you feel like you can defend you. It's different.
Right.
Loyalty is somebody that no matter what room you're in, whether you're there or not, they're gonna always defend you.
That's a hood nigga.
That's not a hood nigga.
Okay.
It can be, but most likely it's not. Most of the hood niggas you talk about in jail.
You know what you need to do? Stop trying to get with hood niggas. Period.
Please.
Because does that even really match where it is that you see yourself going in life? Like, imagine you being in rooms with the higher ups, whatever that looks like for you.
You're right. And I remember you told me that before.
You gonna be in there with the hood nigga? You trying to...
That want to pop off every time somebody says something
you know what? And
bro,
that's crazy.
Want to check everybody.
Yeah.
You think everybody...
What you said about him?
So crazy, because I remember I was dealing with this nigga and Wolf is like, be careful of the company that you keep.
Yes,
and then I was telling Gil one day, and I was like, yo, Gil, I like this nigga so much. He just got out of jail and shit. And Gil was like, yeah, but do you know who you are, Billy? Like, you're going to be in these rooms with people and you're going to have an inmate with you, bro? Like,
yeah, that ain't what you want, bro.
So I guess this is what you want. All right, I guess you're right. So I think my solution for that is just, again, I'm going to just put myself out there. Like, the dating app is
yeah.
It's like it is no interaction. I guess I really gotta go out and find me, all right, not a hood nigga, but
somebody that's urban and that's in the know.
Urban.
An urban guy that's still in the know but still has his you know what I'm saying, is something to live for. Not somebody that be like, I'll go back to jail. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't want him.
Right, maybe that's what it sounds like I want. All right, when I say hood nigga, I don't mean nigga, hold my gun for me. That's a great love story.
You're there.
But okay, I'd probably want something like that, but I don't want that because.
But
I'm
that's the thing, though. Corporate guys have more weapons than hood niggas.
But they clean, like, the weapons.
You want a gun that's... Let me tell you something that's been with guys that are hood reform guys. The best guns to have are the ones with nothing on them.
Of course.
Nothing on them.
I think better than hood, I think you need to upgrade your vocabulary in the sense of, like, I don't want a hood nigga. I want a guy who has charisma. I want a guy who's, like, outgoing, confident. There needs to be better words, because, like, you're saying, I want a hood nigga. You really need to break it down to what it is about the hood nigga that you like and find that nigga who's just not hood. Mm-hmm. So, like, I like a nigga who's funny, he's witty, he's clever, he's charming.
Okay.
That's what am I right?
Yes, because when I say hood nigga, yes, it sounds like I want a nigga in the trap house. Mm-hmm. That's cute.
Like, what are you really saying?
Stop saying that's cute.
What are you saying? You want a nigga
what I'm
who's
saying is,
like, very masculine? Like, what are you saying?
I want a aggressive nigga.
Use those words. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You think aggressive is a good one to go with?
Better than hood. You know what I'm saying? Better than hood.
Well, we say aggressive to them, but not to me.
I don't like nobody that doesn't have I don't want nobody that has a temper for real at all.
Not at all. Ever.
Check
all that shit.
All right. I get.
You said aggressive what, like sexually?
Nah, like yeah, that too. But like you pressing niggas in the street, but you ain't pressing me.
Why are you pressing niggas? Billy, are you being a podcast right now? Or you being for real?
I mean, for real.
Pressing people, why?
Because no one can play with you. Like I like to say, yeah, nobody play with my nigga.
So then just say I want a man who's ready to defend himself.
Yeah,
not
defend
aggressive.
me. Yeah,
like,
that defend me.
You need to use your words, bro, for real. Not aggressive. Defend himself.
That's why I say you think aggressive is a good one? Because I know what he means.
Defend himself. He not a pussy. He ain't gonna let nobody roll him over. You know what I mean?
I like a man who is dominant.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
That's better.
There we
That's
go.
The leader.
I like a leader.
Yeah.
Right. There
I
you
like
go.
someone who's in control.
That paints a better
But like
picture.
I said, I like someone where you could take them out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them. Like you still got that.
He hood adjacent.
Yes, I'll still slap the shit out of you, bro. Like
As long as it's in like a Jay-Z kind of way. It's like, okay, like, the hood is forever.
Oh my
streets
God, we figured it out.
We finally cracked the
did
code.
it. We did it.
We cracked the code, y'all. We cracked the
like
code.
the streets is always in me, but I'm moving up the corporate ladder though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
50 Cent type.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I ain't no, what they say, I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
All right.
All right. So let's get to the single married situationship topic. And the first one is love bombing. All right. So if you don't know what love bombing is love bombing is a manipulation tactic that happens when someone overwhelms you with affection, gifts, loves in order to gain control of your behavior. Someone trying to love bomb you may lavish you with gifts. I'm gonna say that over. Someone trying to love bomb you may lavish you with gifts. This often includes over-the-top gestures such as flowers, jewelry, or even trips. The point of this is to make you feel as if you owe them something. Another way is to give them consistent. They give you consistent praise and adoration.
Adoration.
Adoration? No,
Adore. They adore you. Like super.
That's how you say adoration?
Yeah, adoration. Yeah, that's how you say it.
They give you consistent praise and adoration. Phrases like, you are the only person I want to spend my time with. I love everything about you. I never met anyone I like as much as you. But it's important to consider the context. Another way is want to be in consistent communication with you. Love bombing can take the form of consistent communication, texting, calling, and messaging over social media all day. And the last one is they get upset when you implement boundaries. When you try to tell a love bomber to slow down or implement any kind of boundaries with them, they get upset. This can present itself as my bad, the words is Massimo. This can present itself as them declaring that you don't care about them, that you don't love them. Have you ever love bombed or been love bombed?
I'm listening to you say this, and I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, like, what's the difference between like love bombing somebody and just laying it all on them like, real thick too? You know what I mean?
I'll tell you the difference.
What's the difference? You know, because
so the difference is real love includes building connection over the time. Real love isn't about making grand gestures to make someone love you. It's about showing up consistently and treating your partner with care and respect. Real love is unconditional and doesn't come with strings attached. Love is given without expectation, anything in return, without manipulating emotions or trying to control the other person. And I had that same question as you, because when I first heard about love bombing a few months ago, I was like, nigga, that's not love bombing. That's just how I love. When I took a deep dive into it, like preparing for this episode today, I was like, all right, there's a difference. This is all about accountability. Love bomb the fuck out of Taurus. Like love bomb the fuck out of him. And the trips, the fucking gifts, the fucking jewelry, like that was just me saying I love you, like showing it, like, and it was happening too fast,
in an aggressive way,
too quickly, and I didn't look at it as manipulation at first. I knew it was a way of manipulation, but I didn't realize one, it had a name for it, and I didn't know I was intentionally doing it.
Right.
But it was, I'm gonna get you some way, somehow to make you my nigga.
Oh, okay.
But see, that's what I mean. Like, where's the line really? Because
I think intention makes it the difference. Because even though you were doing love bombing actions, I don't think you had any other intention but making him your boyfriend.
Right.
I want him to be with me. So,
right.
But you did. But like how you read it, so making him feel like they owe you something, and then because what I read before, because I've read about love bombing before, eventually it stops.
Yes.
And then they just somehow disappears too. They love bomb, on your ass, trying to be with you. And then when you give in, all of that stuff they did before stops.
Yeah. I've loved bomb people then, if that's the case. I've loved bomb people.
Do you feel like, was there a reason behind it why you was love bombing?
Well, the reason why, so like when you call yourself being a player, right, you just trying to like make as many connections with girls that you're attracted to as humanly possible.
Numbers on the board.
Numbers on the board, you know what I mean? You in the game. You're trying to have a good time. And you trying to create the strong connection with them because you trying to stay here for a good time, not a long time. So it's like, I don't got time to be having a rollout of months just to get the one thing that I know I truly want from you. So instead, what can I do to be as efficient as possible to put a certain amount of codes in to unlock this box? No pun intended, you know? So it's
perfect wording, by the way.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if I'm just giving you the best of the words, I'm trying to fill your head up, whatever it is, you know, and then it's like you give me what I need, and then like, but I never wanted to be your boyfriend. I never wanted to be like, but that's the thing though, because it's like, as a black man, you kind of are taught to just, it's called game though. You know what I mean? So it's like love bombing sounds a little bit more, like she said, the intention. Like, and I could be wrong, but like love bombing sounds a little bit more, fuck, maybe it's not a difference. I don't know.
I resonate with it. I learned, because again, I thought it was just me being genuine. And I was being genuine because for me, it's like, nigga.
You can't think you were being genuine. If you were being genuine,
I was being genuine.
Yeah.
But it was for me to, in a way, manipulate you to say, it's top tier over here, nigga. Like, come over here, because fucking with me is the best thing that you can fucking do.
That's not the same. That's not the same, I don't think.
Let me ask the question. Is there something wrong with love bombing, though?
That's the question.
Is there something wrong with love? Yes, because it's technically a type of manipulation instead of, like you said, real love.
Because we gave it a word and call it.
I am low-key trying to control your behavior.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Quick question.
You go first.
Quick question. So a lot of women say, I want a nigga to apply pressure, right? What's the difference, though?
Intention is what's different.
Intention to do what?
Intention, you said, I'm just intention. I'm doing whatever I need to do so I can unlock a box. That's intention because I want you to, I don't want to be a boyfriend. I want you to be my girl, but I'm going to do this. Right, but Billy's saying, I want you to stay around and I'm doing it so you could be my man.
Right.
So there's the two. Y'all doing the same exact things, but y'all want two different outcomes.
I'm also doing it. Accountability time. I'm doing it to low-key control you, to say.
But everybody kind of does that. That's what the honeymoon phase is. Like the best of what you got. Yeah. And then it eventually stops, right? That's why they call it honeymoon phase.
You're giving your all to make this person.
Who doesn't do that?
Yeah.
So we're manipulators.
It's just I think it's the gifting part. I guess the part love bombing, like flowers every week, gifts, jewelry.
Affirmations. I was ODing with that nigga. Oh, you the finest nigga I ever met. Yeah. Like I was gassing that nigga head. Okay. Call me BP. I was gassing that nigga.
I think that there is this is really interesting to me because I think that there is a thin line between, like narcissism, being a sociopath, and then just gaming somebody up, because it's like, I think if you love bombing somebody in a negative connotation, it's like, I'm just trying to lure you and sweet you over with the best of it. Yeah. But as soon as I get what it wants, it's like, bitch, fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Right. But there's a thin line because like you might say I'm doing the same thing, but the thing is I'm not throwing you away like you trash. But who am I to say that? Maybe you feel like I am. Because if I ghost you, which I had a ghosting problem at one point in time, then maybe you feel like, yo, nigga, what's up? Like you could have at least let me know what it was. But if I just but in my mind, I'm like, it's not because I'm discarding you like you're worthless. It's just that like, maybe I'm not mature enough to know how to like let you know, like, you know what? This is not what I'm looking for long haul wise. Versus another guy just being like, fuck that bitch, she ain't mean nothing to me. Like, that's not what I'm saying.
Right.
So maybe that's the difference between like maybe a nigga who love bombing, it was like, I'm literally preying on you, and once I get what I needed, throw you in the trash.
Because in the love bombing segment, they're telling you things like, I want you to be my girl. I see myself marrying you.
Yeah, see, I ain't doing none of that. Yeah, I ain't doing none of that.
Right.
Yeah.
They're saying everything. You're the best looking girl. This is the best pussy I ever got.
That's deceitful.
And then you just gone in 3 months?
That's deceitful.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, again, my intent was genuine.
Right.
Because this is just who I am as a person. But I'm also low-key saying, nigga, ain't nobody gonna do no shit like this. Like, you fucking with a real nigga.
I mean, you gotta talk your shit sometimes. You know what I mean? You gotta
Nothing
talk your
wrong with
shit.
that. If
you know?
you're in a position, it ain't tricking if you got it. If you're in a position
That's
to
what they
do that,
say.
I don't believe it's an issue. That's why people say, oh, well, I was doing this and that for her because that's just who I am. I'm a giving person.
Right.
But like, tell me as a bomber, no, don't say that. Don't put in that.
Yo.
Unabomber. as a love,
uh-huh.
What's some benefits from doing the act of being the person doing
honestly,
the love bombing?
There's no real benefits love bombing because you are misleading. You're not representing your real self. So now you have to maintain that.
Let's be a little vague.
You do have to maintain.
I know we got to say all the socio-political stuff. But what you don't tell me you didn't benefit, you didn't get any satisfaction from
love bombing.
I mean, I got the nigga.
Right.
But was it a healthy relationship?
In the long term, probably not. But in the moment, you bombing.
I got the nigga, but I wanted a relationship to be long term.
The phone gets picked up anytime because he knows you doing certain stuff for him. He knows, like, all right.
But that's just
right.
That's a temporary fulfillment.
Of course, the whole topic is about it being temporary.
Right.
So let's get that.
Absolutely.
Let's take that off the table.
Yes,
the whole thing is temporary. How do you feel being the person applying all this pressure? Did you feel in control? Did you know that you had him in a certain way where, like you said, nobody's doing this for you?
Hell yeah.
What did you get? How did you feel?
I felt like I was that nigga.
Okay.
But in the beginning, you felt
AKA he's in control.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, it backfires because, again, the real love is building that genuine connection.
So the con is, we talked, well, you don't want to tell me the damn pros.
The pro is you get them
if I ever turn into a sugar mama, I would tell you the pros, bitch.
But the pros is you get them for a second, but is that really a pro that you get them for a second? Because once the pro's there, what goes up must come down. The high has to come.
Let me assume some cons that it's not a feasible you can't maintain that long term.
Yeah, and even if you can maintain it, do you want to maintain it? Because now is it being reciprocated?
Right.
Because now this person is just, you're used to giving. They just used to receiving. When do you give it? Hi, I'm right here. You can give it back too, but we never built the relation off of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a different story. Like whether or not they return the love back is more to what kind of person they are. But you're right though. Like you could just get used to me being so on the offense of showing you love that you just kind of get on some like pillow princess shit.
Yeah, like this is our dynamic.
This is our dynamic.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So, and I think now, like, I will focus on like with the stuff that they say here. Real love includes building a connection, and isn't about the justice to make someone love you. Yo, it was one time. Call me Usher. I have a confession, and I know I'm about to get judged.
I'm scared. I don't think you can say anything else on this motherfucker that.
Wolf is about to pack up the studio right now.
Oh my God!
Pack up the furniture and everything.
One time I love bomb a nigga. And
what did you do? What was the bombing activity? What was it? I need to stop saying that.
Nah, you can say bomb. Just can't say it
cannot.
On this day. But by the time this episode drops, they don't know the
right.
day.
So yeah.
You can say
okay. What were some of the activities you were doing?
I love bomb this nigga and pay this nigga's rent.
How much was it? You remember when I first started this motherfucker and I was calling him a trick? Yeah. And he hated it so bad.
Yeah,
I knew it came from somewhere.
Yeah.
I knew that trigger. I'm like, Billy the trick. I don't like that.
It sounds like that's so a nigga got his rent paid though. It's like that. How could that be bad?
Right.
For
who?
I mean, maybe not so, but for him it's not bad.
But I did it. Like, I didn't know there was a word for it. It was a way of manipulation. Nigga, I paid your rent. Yeah, like, now you owe me some interaction.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You owe me some
interaction. Did you get it?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's as love bombing as it is just
manipulation
in general. That's just manipulation.
How did it go? They used to be like, I'm behind on rent.
Disingenuous, for sure. You know what I mean? But I don't know if it's love bombing per se. Because like you do something that's heavy. You do that for anybody in the world, no matter what they rent is. Your rent is your rent. So if it gets paid, it's like, whoa. But then it's like I'm doing it and now it's like it's like I put golden handcuffs on you now. It's like it looks sexy, but the whole time it's still handcuffs.
Yeah.
You know?
What's that? Somebody cooking.
Pasta right there.
how it went was this nigga. I guess we linked up a couple of times. No, I fucked him, and the sex was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I was in Delulu land. It's right down
I
the
love
block.
that new word.
Delulu land.
That word that the new kids came out with. You know, every 3 months they come out with a new word. I love that. Y'all did the big one with that one. I like Delulu.
I was in Delulu land, and the dick was just so good. So one day he was just like, and he was just talking. He didn't ask me for it. He was just talking like, yo, I think he just got suspended from work or something. He was just like, my roommate about to be tight because I'm about to be late on rent. And here come Captain Billy Saverho.
I'm going to give you something out of the treasure box right now. That was a setup, baby.
Honestly, I don't. No. Honestly, I can tell when it's a setup.
It's a setup.
I don't think that was a setup.
It was a setup
because
that's the great part. He's so good. You don't even to this day. You don't even think it's a setup.
He just dropped the hint.
But tell us, I'm gonna drop that something. I'm do all the time
because we was having conversations. I could tell you.
Did he know how much money you made
rent
before?
Is due your rent is due every month. It's not. Let me tell you something about us rent and bills. It don't come out of. That's the only thing in life that don't come out of nowhere.
No, because even after that, he was consistent. Like on. Like, yo, I'm gonna pay you back.
That's the part of it.
No, but he
did
said get paid back though.
He said that he didn't know how much money he made.
It wasn't. You didn't pay his rent for real.
But for me to volunteer, it was for me. He didn't pay me back right away. He paid me back like a couple.
That's still paying rent.
But
that's still paying rent. If he got it by the first, and he paid that rent.
Yeah.
For sure.
If I had to give anything back, that nigga ain't paying my rent.
Yo, see, that's the problem. For me, it was just a matter of I volunteered. Like, yo, I got you, no problem.
Okay.
He was like, nah, you don't have to. I'm like, nah, it's okay.
I think that's really dope, to be honest with you. I think that you can't do that for everybody, and it is a thin line between tricking. But I think that like for you to be able to drop some money to help change a person. Because if you don't got rent money and you get it.
I wasn't trying.
1 month away.
I ain't care about, him finding a place to stay. I cared about, I want that consistent dick.
So
I put those golden handcuffs.
Okay. Your intention wasn't being, I don't want you to be homeless. It was, I need you to
I need you to have a place I can come over here and fuck.
And you know what? Maybe that's still not, but y'all was fucking already, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's really not that bad of a thing. Because you got to think about it like this. It's like, nigga, you on the brink of homelessness, literally. I will float you a little cash to boost the economy real quick. And then all I need you to do is continue to do what we was already doing. It really sounds like a good deal. It's only a bad deal if he doesn't want to fuck you anymore.
This is the part I was trying to get to. Is love bombing really that
bad? Yeah, that's the question.
Yo, first of all, Renee's a love transactional ass bitch. So what? So that's gonna be a whole other episode. She said, so what? That's gonna be a whole other episode. So what? Transactional love and real love.
I mean, everything's transactional.
Y'all want to put a negative connotation on everything.
Everything's transactional.
Every relationship is transactional.
Hey, and niggas try to argue their life like it's not. But it is, though.
I don't want no transactional
if we
love.
accept each other's roles in the relationship, it's transactional and it's fine.
Billy, even every relationship is transactional. Even our relationship, like you think about like when I first met you, right? The fact that you have like, the fact that I feel like you were being respectful to me made me want to help you. But the transaction was respect. Everything's transactional.
Everything in life
be like, I just love you and I would do anything for you. Yeah, let me stop acting like this. Let's see then.
You gonna stop. Okay. Just in any relationship, you have a certain flow going with your relationship. Stuff change, so you change along with it.
Well, let's dig deeper into why people love bomb.
Come on now.
It's usually driven by a person's insecurities, to trust and dependence on other people. Although anyone can do it, love bombing is most often associated with people who have an anxious or insecure attachment style or narcissists. That's that right?
Nope.
You know what? I just realized I'm definitely not love bombing
narcissist.
People. Because something you just said, like they usually do it because of what?
Narcissism.
No, because shut up, Renee. They have a person's insecurity to trust and dependence on other people.
Yeah, I'm not love bombing people, and that just made it clear to me because like there was a girl in my life at one point when I first met her. She invited me over to her. I think our first date, like we went to go grocery shopping together, something like, you know what I mean? Went grocery shopping, went to her crib. Well, I don't even know how this was a date, but anyway, went to her crib, put the rest of the shit in my car. I got ready to leave. I left. And then she texted me. I just met her. I told her a couple things about me. And then she found out I like cheesecake, though. And she was like, I made a cheesecake if you want to come back.
Oh, she was
and it was just
listening to
like,
you.
right? So then I was like, I really didn't want to come back, but I was like, fuck it. You know, I came back not too long after. Again, similar situation. She was like, I made a something if you want to come over. She was doing that because it was like, I'm trying to bait you over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's love bombing.
Okay.
That's love bombing.
I don't see, but is that bad? I think what she did was play as
but
fuck.
listen, the reason why it's love bombing, but look, the reason why it's love bombing, because you are like, you're trying to appeal to my needs versus appeal to your charisma and your charm as a woman type shit. And it's a thin line. Like, I'm almost not 100% sure if I'm saying this the correct way, but like, you could have just been like, come over, let's hang out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or you could have been like, hey, like, I'm making dinner.
Right. It was the type of manipulation.
You want to join me for dinner?
I look at it as she during the conversation y'all was having in the supermarket, she heard.
Damn, it's a thin line.
Cheesecake.
It's a thin line, bro.
As a nigga, I would have been like, she was listening to what I'm saying, or she was in tune. I thought that was player.
But it's a type of
but
manipulation.
she kept doing things to get me to be there. Versus,
okay. After that, okay.
That's what I mean. Like, like, even to the point where, like, she offered me to stay with her, like, rent free. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, she was trying to, like, what can I do to make sure that he stays
you've been
here?
love bombed.
Okay. So you've been love bombed.
Well, it didn't work. You know what I mean?
So the bomb never exploded.
The bomb never went off.
So what happened was I took
Call of Duty.
I took her up on a lot of the things. I was like, fuck you mean? You know what I mean? But it didn't turn into what she wanted. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I don't actually like you.
She gotta come back and get better grenades.
I don't actually like you. Not like that. I'm just kind of here just to see what's going on.
Okay.
Because you're attractive enough to do. But like on a
question, you think a lot of that stuff turned you off and didn't even let you even try because you picked up on some of the stuff she was doing?
I definitely picked up right away. So I stayed around to like just, it's like a mousetrap in the sense of like, instead of taking the whole cheese, I just take a little piece off the corner. But I'm not taking the whole thing because then you'll get caught in the trap. Okay. So that's kind of how I was looking at it. It was just like, I feel like you're doing this because you're lonely right now and you don't have no, she was giving off no niggas.
Okay.
Zero niggas. You know what I mean? So it was like, you think I'm the fish for you to catch. And it was like, I'm not. However, I will take some of this fucking cheesecake.
Yeah. A slice. I don't want the whole thing. I don't want the whole motherfucker.
I'll take a slice.
I'll take a slice.
You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, yeah, exactly.
So Renee, have you ever loved bomb or been loved bomb?
No, I ain't got no money. I can't love bomb. Okay,
but it's not just more than that. It's by your actions. Have you ever you're the queen of manipulation, so I know you have a story somewhere.
Why would you tell these people that?
They hear it, they see it.
No, it's not manipulation if it works.
To come in to follow me for you?
No.
Renee.
Who?
Be open.
What's wrong? Why you keep saying I'm not open?
Manipulated.
That don't mean
there's something that you do that you manipulate.
No.
Say it. Renee.
Talking about say it.
No.
Renee.
I've never love bombed anybody.
Okay, have you ever manipulated your nigga to fall into staying with
Not to fall in love with me.
But to stay with you?
No.
Renee.
No.
Proper.
Proper.
I will say your last name.
That's insane.
Bleep it out.
Renee.
Why are you always doing this to me?
Because you manipulate.
Why? What, you?
No. Try.
No, honestly, man, I never did that. I would like to though.
What about like with sex? You ever love about somebody with sex?
No. Because I hardly ever initiate sex or a meetup.
Problem. You gotta manipulate.
Initiate.
You gotta
initiate hardly ever.
Why you initiate?
She don't need to.
I don't have to.
She don't need to.
She's a fucking pillow princess.
No, I'm not actually.
That's
Once you get me in the sack, I'm gonna do what needs to be done. Don't play about me.
That's kind of being feminine. Not saying that initiating it is not.
I never said I never. I said I hardly ever have.
Hardly ever. Like, cause she already, the nigga know when it's time.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't, she gonna let him know.
I just want her to. I know you tricked your nigga.
What's the story?
I know you tricked the nigga into staying here.
I know you play for the other team and everything, so you might not get it. But let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
Look for me good. I don't gotta live for that motherfucking nigga.
Renee, you're a psycho like me, bro.
What the fuck?
Because I'm a psycho. My psychosis actually works. Yours doesn't start working yet.
What you mean don't fucking start, bitch?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about now the truth. Now we really podcasting.
Yeah. What you mean my shit don't work? Renee, I see you plotting. I see you sitting there like, Renee, what you doing? I gotta figure out a way to get this nigga. Like, I see you plotting.
I'm trying to figure out a way to get my nigga back.
That's manipulation.
No.
You act up on purpose.
No, I do not.
So you're a manipulator and a liar.
We're working the relationship out. Sometimes I wave my white. When I use words like I'm gonna figure out a way to get my nigga back, that's me just waving my white.
No.
But I just gotta say it. I'm literally in that phone.
Call me Trey Songz because I'm about to dive in.
That is for a woman that is waving the white flag.
I'm waving the white flag like okay, apologizing
get
and
my
shit like
nigga
that.
back. I mean,
I'm trying to get my nigga. I lost. We on the brink of Rocky.
There's things that you do.
So tell me, since you know.
There's things that you do.
Like what?
To where you know he's going to react a certain way for him to give you what you want. You manipulate him for money.
How is that manipulation?
Because you know that you act up and the nigga going to give you what you want at the end.
I'm in a whole relationship.
Nah. Yeah, like...
Nah.
No, I don't act up for money. No, I do not.
So what do you act up for?
For like more attention.
So that's manipulating.
That's not manipulation.
You do stuff a certain way to get what you want. You are controlling a person's behavior.
Instead of like being upfront about it, what he's saying.
Maybe I'm not to the point where I realize it yet. Maybe that's why I can't confess.
Like kind of like he's saying, I want a hood nigga, but you want an aggressive nigga. That's kind of what he's saying.
I don't want an aggressive nigga. Those
like,
niggas is too
you throw a
hard.
tantrum, but you really just want attention. You could just be like, hey, like, I would like some more attention.
All right, so something I do, like, say, like he hasn't, like, a guy hasn't texted me all day.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, if I send a text and he doesn't respond for like 2 hours, I'm gonna like triple it to 6. And then when he finds...
So when you respond?
To wait. If he's texting me back 2 hours, I'm going to take 6 hours.
Oh, that's insane. That's insane. That is insane. That is insane.
It's not good, but I'm
Why
just
the fuck
saying,
are you playing? That is manipulation.
So I see Renee, and she be like, yeah, this nigga mad at me. And then I'm like, wow, what happened? Tell me the story. And then...
So tell me a story.
And then it's just too many. I can't even dig in the vote. I don't know the code to the vote
I can't remember it.
And then later she'll go...
Combination.
Yeah, this nigga
don't
just
got the
money.
combination.
Like, the fuck? Like...
Yeah, that's troublesome for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely worrying for sure.
For sure.
For sure. That's a red flag.
Why is that? What?
That's a red flag.
Listen.
Like if I would have like in the grapevine heard some shit like that, I'd have been like, oh, I'm playing in my escape now. For sure. For sure. For sure. Because it's damn near scary. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to, and I say this respectfully, you don't want a tit for tat type of person, bro.
You don't, but again.
6 hours.
I don't do that anymore. That was a long time ago. I love you. If you're
listen, hey man, we all growing from something. We all coming from something.
Yo.
That was a long time ago.
Niggas I ain't perfect.
Yo, she pisses me off.
Why? It was a long time ago.
Yo, okay, it was. You're so right.
Was that like long? Does long a time ago mean over a year ago?
No, way longer than that.
Oh, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
then.
way longer than that. Me and Billy have been friends for like over 12 years. He knows all my business. That's why he over here
right,
trying
that's the difference.
Yeah. That's why he over here trying to set me up.
Because you can tell Wolf years ago.
No, years ago. When I first met him. I'm not even that person anymore.
Yo.
Foolish. Oh my God.
All right, the next topic is, we're all obviously over 30.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm
30.
I'm 30.
And none of us have kids. And I want us to get into the topic of, when do we see kids in our future? When does kids come play on our timeline?
When I'm financially stable.
At this point, I don't know.
At this point.
Period.
I don't even know at this point.
I don't want to entertain shit until I'm financially stable. Not rich.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Stable.
You know,
what's stable to you?
Stable to me means that the rent is paid and I have enough to save a decent amount of cash. Like by the time I get ready to start having children, I need $10,000 saved on a light end.
Okay.
On the light end.
Okay.
Because that's actually not a lot of money. Like that's like, so imagine you're paying your rent, whatever that is. Let's say your rent is like $2,000 or something. I don't know anything. And then you make enough after to like go to the movies, buy some clothes, maybe take a 3-day vacation or something like that. Just light shit. You know what I mean? This is not rich nigga shit. But you gotta, let's say, instead of you taking the 3-day vacation, you decide to just pocket it instead. Okay. And you can pocket your shit enough to the point where, like, if I just keep doing this for the next couple months, I would have $10,000 saved. That sounds like a stable person in America to me.
Right.
To me.
See, for me, I always had this timeline. I'm pretty sure a lot of people had it. 30, I'm gonna have kids. I'm 32, I'm gonna have kids. And
Probably 35.
And at least you can say 35. My process is a little different. You know?
Yeah.
It
is.
You gotta find somebody in the uterus.
Yeah, I gotta find a uterus. Do I want to adopt? Can I do this? Can I take this option? Do I have a surrogate? Would you do it for me?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
You think your sister would still do it for me?
Probably.
She did give me a good price.
She has a proof. She has a proven, like, you got to go with the proving what works, like, twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She has really two, and she grows like big.
Yeah.
If you want like a basketball player, somebody that look like he about to play some sports, like she make kids like. Let me show you. If I show you my nephews, they look like they about to knock somebody over on a football. Let me show you Wolf these kids.
Proper clothes,
we got prime real estate over here.
So basically, my whole process is different from the average person, of course. But on my timeline,
they look like they knock niggas out for fun.
They do look.
Deadass.
Yeah.
Deadass.
So they'll be your son will be the protector you've been looking for in a man.
You might not get a hood nigga, you can give birth to one. You give birth to one.
When does it come into play? I don't know, because there's still things as a person that I'm healing, and I think I'm not going to be completely healed. So I will say, okay, that's another year from now. Then you have to find the right person. So I have to build my relationship first, right? Then I think, especially being gay and taking a different going a different route of having kids, you want to make sure you're going through that process with the right person. Like, all those niggas I dated before, I can't see me going through that process with them. So now it's like, all right, get healing, finding the right person. I actually will feel like for that step, I need to be married.
Right.
So I see it happening when I'm 40-ish, and I hate that for me. Maybe less. God willing, 35, 36.
Why do you hate that for you, though?
Because it's like, all my friends who had kids at 19, 18, 20, their kids is fucking teenagers now.
Like,
you feel me?
That's true.
And then it's like, it sucks because now,
that's true.
I had a friend recently who was pregnant, and then she was like, all right, I'm going to, fuck it. Like, I don't want to put that business out.
Okay.
I'll say it, and then she say, take it out, take it out. I had a friend who was recently pregnant, right? And she was like, you know what? I think I'm going to have to get rid of it. At first, she wanted it. And I'm like, all right, yeah, keep it. I'm here for you. I'm rooting for you. And then she was like, she called me a few days later, like, nigga, I can't keep this shit. My kids is grown. My kids, I can't go back to step one.
Right.
Finding a babysitter, finding how to learn how to parent. I don't want to do that at 40 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be in the point where, well, let's say when I'm 60, now my kids is 20.
That's not bad.
Well, the thing about that is, and I think about shit like this all the time. Like, you could either do it like niggas doing it in this generation, like as far as like people having kids a lot younger, or you can do it like the Cosbys. You got two choices. You can do it like Beyonce and Jay. You only got two choices, you know?
Yeah.
If you have your child early, whatever early is, you have a good chance of like living their adulthood with them, which is like amazing. And maybe even seeing your grandchild, you know what I mean? Which is like, man, you can't beat that.
Right.
But then on the back end of it, you get like Jay-Z and Beyonce. I think that's just a good example. Like, they waited way later. It's Beyonce and him, you know what I mean? And
not even Beyonce waited until 30.
Not
30
even
to have her
because
child?
40,
She
yeah,
wasn't
'cause-
30.
Yeah, she was 30.
Yeah, she was 30.
Really?
Because Blue Ivy's 12, 11.
11, yeah, one of them. 20.
Yeah, and
Right.
Beyonce 42.
Right. Okay. So then maybe that's not a good example. So like when I say like, regardless of using anybody for an example, like I can pull from, but like there's benefits that come from both sides. You just got to decide which set of benefits make the most sense for you. Because I think I'm gonna be more like the Cosby version or whatever. Because I think to myself, like, by the time I'm 35, I'm betting and trusting and believing that I'm going to have everything needed to be like, okay, now I can do this like 100% right, money-wise, emotionally-wise, time-wise. You gotta be in control of your life to raise a kid too sometimes.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
preferably. Like
Yeah.
when you're not in control of your life, it shows. This is why a woman will give birth to a child and she gotta go right back to the workforce. Like, that's not control. And I'm not knocking nobody for that, but like by the time I have a child, it's like there will be no fucking workforce. You know what I mean? If you want to take off the year to raise our child, you know what I mean? And we can do that, and then we can make everything flow.
Right.
If I can't do that, sometimes for the most part, people get richer the older they become. You know what I mean? So I need time to get my life together still.
I would definitely say I would love to aim for 35, 36 now.
Okay.
Again, remember I had that 30 threshold
Yeah.
that I want to cross over and not happening. But I would say 35, 36 is still
Yeah.
safe. But I just
Yeah.
want to make sure I'm also still young and being able to interact with my child.
Yeah.
Like Janet Jackson had a fucking child at 50.
With a billionaire.
That's
I'm not ready, bro. It got to be 35 because I'm 30 now and
Let me tell you
I'm not
something.
ready.
It
not
was to the
ready.
point where, I was unemployed and shit, but fucking, I think everybody should have a dog first before they get a child.
Had one of those. That's how I know I'm not ready.
Yo, nigga.
I
the
do
other
not
day,
agree with
it
that.
was spend money on this Uber or get dog food. Like,
Bro, when you making decisions like that, you not ready,
you
bro.
not ready.
For real.
You
yo,
not ready.
so that's why I said everybody should get a dog first.
You're not
before
ready, bro.
understanding, like, yo, it's a lot.
What about the selfish things that you want to do? Like, if I want to get low for a week, I don't got to ask nobody to watch nobody.
Yep.
I'm just gone for a week.
Yeah.
When you getting paid,
Mhm.
some of this always needs to go out to the kid.
Right.
Or what about your free time not so free no more because it's like, okay, well, I got to find a babysitter. I got to pick this nigga up from school. This nigga sick. I got to teach him and shit. I got to play with him and shit. Like,
After school, got to help them with their homework. You can't just come home from work and jump in the
that's
bed.
not what I need my life looking like, right? Right now, I'm trying to be like, let's go to Santorini, Greece. Let's rent a very expensive car. Let's be decked out. Let's get good food. You can't do that. Well, you can, but
the
it's
pro
it's
of
not
not
the
having a
same.
kid right now, because now our friends, they still at that moment of, oh, Tay gotta go to school.
Respectfully, I'm not saying this to put y'all down. I'm not putting nobody down.
course.
I'm just saying for my life, you know what I mean? I'm not ready to be because I'm still chasing my dreams, my nigga.
And that's the pro of not having kids right now. I still feel like I'm in my 20s, like you said, with a little bit more money,
Yes.
having fun. So I don't
Yes.
have no little pick-me
Yes.
bothering me and harassing
Yes.
about some shit.
And again, respectfully to the people who got kids, because I'm not saying that to make y'all feel away. I don't want to trigger anybody, but you know that it's a lot harder for you to do things because you got to think about another. And what we saying is that we don't want to have to think about another just yet. That's all I'm saying. So
I'm still selfish, low key.
Yeah, like
I'm selfish.
For me as a woman, I'm over the age of 30, so like I was never a girl. I was like, okay, if I have a child, great, but I never yearned for it, and I pretended to. So it's like, of course, I'm like, if I have kids, I have a little. Sometimes I experience like from my age of 25, I had like FOMO because most of my peers have kids. Even my sister had kids, and like FOMO, like, oh my God, and then you hear, you should have a kid. It's great. Not from in my mind, I'm like, not from looking at you're not a great example of that. But you don't look like you're having fun at all.
I feel you.
But it's like then it just became, you know what? And I thought I thought it made me come off evil almost. Like, I don't want a fucking kid. Like, but I didn't used to say it out loud. Because I know as a woman, my instinct my only purpose is to reproduce. Like, what do you mean your uterus is not jumping at the side of a baby? I don't know. I'm not saying if I have one, that'll be cool, but I'm not yearning for it.
Okay.
I'm not yearning. Oh my God, I need to have a kid. I want a baby so bad. I don't see babies and feel any kind of way more than, oh my God, I like their outfit. They're so cute. That's it. I never feel, oh my God, my uterus. Never. I never had that feeling. I thought I did. I try to force it a lot of times. But I'm like, okay, I'm accepting the fact that if I don't, if I have one, that'll be okay. I will be cool and I would roll with it. But if I don't, I feel like I would be okay.
Well, let me ask you something though. So when you say if I had one, I would be okay with it, I would roll with it. Do you mean like in a hypothetical situation where you found out you were pregnant, you would entertain keeping the kid?
Yeah, because I've never conceived, by the way.
Okay.
Never conceived. Never attempted to have a baby. Never went out of my way. Not saying I haven't had club shot up. I just never gotten pregnant. So,
bulletproof.
So, and I've gotten checked and I heard everything was fine. I don't know if I'm just fucking lucky or whatever. But I've just never conceived, so I never had to entertain the idea of making a choice.
The reason why I ask, because it's like, you sound like you're more so leaning on the side of I think I am okay with not having children than you are. But then when I hear you say like I would be okay with it, like I just want, because the thing is like how do I say this? Let me navigate this the right way. There are people who have relationships where the girl was like, I don't want no kids. Let's just like if we like she'll say like if I get pregnant, you already know what we gonna do type shit. You know what I mean? And the nigga thinking like cool, but then she get pregnant and she like, well, I don't know. Like maybe I do want to take it. So it's like, And that throws a nigga off a little bit because it was like, I thought we had an understanding. So it just kind of sounds like you don't want one, but if you did get pregnant, like I guess that falls on where you feel about abortion and shit too.
Right,
I
right.
guess, you know.
I'm neutral when it comes to it. I'm okay with people believing it's not the right thing to do, and I'm okay. I'm just choice is what like do what you want with your body. I don't really care. But for me, if I'm with somebody and we're actively doing things that made a baby, and we've had this conversation before. If we literally are doing, I don't know how to say this correctly, Will. If you laying there coming inside me every fucking night, we already know what's about to happen at that point. And we had the conversation. If I get pregnant, I'm gonna entertain the option of keeping the baby. Only, and I don't know how this might come off, only because I've never conceived before. Never conceived.
Yeah.
My question to you is, because like you've been with your man for so long, would you say that, like, especially with someone that you love, and I know this is your nigga, your man. Wouldn't you like think it's beautiful to bring something in this world together?
Yeah.
So, and you really don't like care if you're okay with like if you don't do that?
If it comes to the point where I'm getting to a certain point where my window is diminishing, like my time is running out, and it doesn't happen, I'm already starting the process of gathering my mind around it.
Accepting it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what probably I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So instead of accepting it, because, and not saying it's a bad thing, but I know probably every woman wants a little bundle of joy.
No, they don't.
You
I know
want
women with kids that didn't want any kids.
No, and I know there's people that don't want kids. But I'm saying, like, it's so beautiful to start. Why not start a family to say, this is me and my man's bundle of joy? So, like, instead of, like, accepting it, like, why not, like, maybe go somewhere and, like...
Oh, so you mean go through, like, get further? Yeah. I'm not going to force any of those things. If my body literally cannot produce this child in the time where a woman's body's supposed to, I'm not going to go any further than that.
Would you adopt?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to. Why would I pay for a child that I could probably produce in my body for free?
God gave the wrong bonus hole to these wrong bitches. Like, give me the hole.
They give you a bonus hole, but sometimes shit don't happen.
He said to the wrong bitches. That's crazy. That's
Why would you call our vagina a bonus hole?
Well, God didn't give me a pussy for a reason, because I would probably had a bunch of kids.
Right, and a bunch of abortions.
No, I wouldn't. Well, I probably was been a dumb nigga and trapped a bunch of niggas.
You wouldn't have. Let me tell you something. That baby's not trapping us. So you see, he did the right thing by not giving the bonus hole to the wrong bitches. He did the right thing. I would have did the wrong.
Jesus.
I would have had Old Bay's baby, Quan's baby. Probably would have been pregnant by.
And then you would have been sitting on this couch talking about, I don't know why I can't find a good nigga.
And just having 3 kids
with 3 baby daddies and thinking you a high value woman.
But if you say that to a woman, it's not clicking. Even though niggas say it, but you know, you get what I'm saying.
So my thing is,
he doesn't want any more.
I don't. But we spoke about it. Like if it happens, but like I'm okay. I've been around kids. I'm good with kids.
Right.
I'm good with kids.
What black woman has? Black women be around kids.
I've gotten some. I'm not saying it's the same thing. I've gotten fulfillment of being a great aunt to my nephews, and I've gotten fulfillment by being a great big sister / parental figure to my younger sister. We're 19 years apart. Right. I could have been her mom. I've been with her whole life, having to.
It's nothing like your own.
It's nothing. I don't
know why I want this more for you.
I don't know. You see, it's the people that's never gonna watch your kid that want you to have a baby.
No, I have a rule. I can watch a kid as long as I can spank them.
No, you can't go spank me, kid.
What the fuck? What are you talking about? What the fuck?
You see?
Not spank them as long as
it's too late.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
You already said it.
No, you're crazy.
Hey, cut that shit out. Cut this part out.
If your child breaks something in my house and I told him sit down 3 times, I'm Uncle Billy.
Call me. I'll buy it back. Don't.
You're going to be Uncle Dad.
Big Mama got money. Big Mama got a little couple dollars. She'll buy it back. Don't touch him. You can put him in a little timeout.
Put him in timeout, yeah.
Don't hit my child.
I'm not saying beat his ass.
Don't even flick my child. Don't even touch him.
Don't even pinch him.
Don't even pinch him. For real. This is going to be World War III in this bitch.
Let me tell you something. I remember my little sister one time, she was like, some kids wanted to jump her. At this point, she was 14. My mother was like, they 14 years old. I said, plait these 2 pigtails, bitch. So am I. I'm 14.
I remember it was
Call me Pippi Longstocking.
My sister's godson, bro. he was a badass little boy and just kept on hitting me. And I kept on saying, stop hitting me.
Mm-hmm.
Just kept on hitting me. So we in the backseat in the car, nigga snuffed me. I pinched that nigga. I said, stop fucking hitting me, okay? You hear me? Stop fucking hitting
Fucking
me.
bitch.
He ain't touch me for the rest of the day.
And you want me to make you hold my pitney? My child not gonna be
You
bad.
can spank my child.
Listen.
My child's gonna be bougie as fuck.
I'm not gonna spank you. I'm not gonna have to.
And my child gonna be like, my daddy said that you don't gotta do nothing. But my child's gonna say something smart. My child's gonna be a bit. If it's a girl, she's gonna be bougie as fuck.
You cannot spank my child. I just wanna. I cannot make that any more clear.
If
I find out
can your parents spank your child?
No.
The answer is no. Now the only difference is if they do it, I'm not gonna fight them.
Yeah, because those my parents.
Yeah, but if you put your hand on my child in a way that I don't approve of, you're gonna see me in this parking lot. I'm gonna put hands and feet on you. Hands and feet.
Like babies, like you hear stories about people at the daycare center.
I personally do not want the responsibility of watching someone else's child. Anyway, fucking kids, fuck them. Badass kids.
Team fuck them kids.
Team fuck them kids.
Oh my God.
All right, topic number 3
I'm not putting that in the universe.
I was watching this podcast. It's so good. The Halfway Up podcast.
Oh, I know him. I know that guy.
Yeah, that guy. You know him?
Yeah.
We heard him.
I met him a couple times too.
I'm still getting used to this.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Because you was like, what podcast?
Yeah. Like, wait, what's going on?
And he said something again that caught my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay with your friends dating your ex? And Wolf said, yeah. Wolf, explain.
Drop phone, drop mic.
Explain.
So it's like this. If my ex of 6 years ago is no longer in my life, I got a new girl. I done hit 10 girls since her. I got a new girl. We doing all the ungodly, nasty things in the privacy of our bedroom. I've moved on. You know what I mean? Moved on. And then I find out that her and a friend of mine started dating, started entertaining each other. They started talking. Would I be okay with that? And the answer is yes, I would be okay with that. I would think it's a little weird in the beginning, obviously.
Friend or acquaintance?
He said friend. One. You're not going to change the...
I would be okay with that because at the end, now, I think there's nuance that I should have always provided when I brought this up because this question has continued to pop up since I brought it up. But like, it would be strange if they were dating, like if they were in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So now, like, this is your girlfriend now. That's your girl. Like, my ex is your girlfriend. So that means, like, when we go out and we do something, whatever, she's going to be there too. Maybe that would be weird. Maybe. But then again, I got to consider 6 years. I always said it was 6 years. I don't own her. And this is the thing. She sucking new dick. She throwing that ass on new niggas. You know what I mean? She's not with me no more. She got her own life now.
But it's like, bro, why you eyeing something that used to belong to me? You know our personal problems. You knew why we broke up. We broke up for a reason. So you
Does your dog belong to you?
The fuck she do? Yeah, she do.
Okay, well, when I had a dog, I didn't look at it like that. I didn't look at it like you, because your life, I don't own you. I don't claim your life, even as the dog. You know what I mean? You don't belong to me, but I take care of you, though. And to me, there's a difference. You know what I mean? So it's like, even with her, you never belong to me. In that sense, you know what I mean? Like, when you think about the real essence of it, it's like, no, I do not own you. And therefore, because I believe that, I relinquish attachment to shit.
There's so many people that's in the world. Why attach yourself to someone that belongs?
Billy, most people never gonna leave their city. It don't matter how many people's in the world.
Well, my quarter pound and a half is I don't like that. Because
it's okay to not like it.
Of course.
Yeah.
But not because of the person or the guy. For me, it would be a guy. It's my friendship.
Your friendship, yeah.
That's what, not saying it's an ex now, so that's not important.
Right.
We're still friends. That's the part that really trips me out, because we have a relationship between us as friends, and not that you decided, and I know that, I didn't plan this and
right,
shit
because
happened,
you know that all that,
and we didn't break up for play,
and I get that, but it's like
right, exactly.
And as much as, and I get, this probably have been her person, and you were, people are gonna pull all types of shit. You were probably the person that was supposed to bring them together.
Right.
Don't use me as that type of tool. Don't use me like, God, please don't ever use me.
But what if
like
they're dating though? Like, And so what I mean by dating is like,
why you want something I was once with? Like,
Billy.
Let's put it
They're
the way. Remember,
dating.
they're saying they didn't intend for it to happen that way. Let's think about all them things. Not the person. I think you're harping on.
where's the boundary? Where's the boundary?
That's what I'm saying.
As my friend, you crossed a line.
He didn't. It's not your business.
If you're my friend,
it is
It's
my
not
business.
your business.
it is my
That's-
business.
it's not
As
my
my
business.
friend,
Bro.
you crossed a line. You knew the person I was dealing with. You knew the reason why we broke up. Yes.
What gives you the, you know what gives you the right to make these rules about what these people do with their life? You're not paying their bills. You're not paying their rent. It's their
The
life.
only way I would be
Don't be my friend no more.
That's we're gonna
Okay.
just. That's what I'm saying.
If that's what it gotta be. That's what it gotta be.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You're saying that so you would mess up our friendship for somebody you dating.
Well,
this better be the love of your life if you're ready to blow
No,
up our
and you
relationship
know what? And I'm
over
right.
it.
I'm 100% agree with you on that. Like, this better be the fucking love of your life. But that's why I said a second ago, I should have added
Okay.
some context. And the context that I added was that I don't think I would like if they were in a relationship. But if they was fucking and just fucking around, I would
No,
be.
that's worse.
No, it's not. The relationship is worse.
Different, yeah, the
Both
relationship.
is
That's
horrible.
worse because that means you not hiding. Now you in public with
So,
it. That's worse.
Are you when you
Should they come to you first though,
If they in a relationship,
or just about to
Fucking,
date? Yo,
yeah. that's my question
Me
to
and
you
Shorty
now.
if y'all fucking, I don't need to know about that.
No. Wow, you're a different man. If you fucking, let's say the table's flipped, you fucking your man's ex, right?
It's happened to me, but I've been in the scenario.
Did you ask for permission?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
And they gave you the pass.
They didn't.
They didn't. And then did you say I'm not gonna take the pass, or you gonna?
I don't remember what I said, but I did it anyway, though.
Okay.
And it was worth risking your friendship.
It was worth wasting in a friendship.
Do I think it was worth risking my friendship? No. But there's times in your relationships with people where sometimes doing what's best for me is not always what's best for us. That happens sometimes. And what I'm saying is that
That's selfish as fuck. Like, and you try to say it in a classy way.
Doing what's best
You
to
try
me
to say it in a classy
is not
way just
necessary.
now.
I'm gonna say that to the next person.
No.
I'm trying to manipulate.
Mind you, I had to process it in my head.
That's not manipulation.
A
I
squared
told you.
plus B squared equals bullshit.
I told you.
You
It
selfish
only
ass.
works. It's working. He knows it works because it works.
Whoa.
What's best for me is not always what's best for
okay.
us.
Now that's not bullshit though. I'm laughing, but it's not bullshit. It's the truth.
I'm putting it in a book.
It's the truth, but it's selfish as fuck.
I'm
that
putting
you
it in a
don't-
little book.
That you don't
I'm
care
telling
about.
them.
He told you no. Why
Listen,
violate that
Drake got a
boundary?
line. He said, "I tried with you. It's more than like to sleeping in and getting high with you. I had to let go of us to show myself what I can do."
But whoa.
It's a scenario that happens where sometimes what I want for me don't necessarily work for us. And it is when you got friends, it happens all the time.
But that was your man's.
Listen,
So your man.
But what level of friendship though? What if it's just all right?
anybody who's my friend, I love them. It's all
Okay,
real. It's
okay.
all real. I don't
Okay,
got.
okay.
I don't even have anything else in between. Like
Okay,
that.
okay,
Like,
okay.
If you with me, you with me. Come in. If you with me, then you with me. But
This is the fourth, fifth hairstyle I've seen this bitch in a month with.
listen. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, this is what I'm saying. What you do sexually behind closed doors will always be your business. I'm sure it's a lot of things that people do sexually that I turn I like. It's kind of weird to me. I don't really know about that. Or like, you fucked her? Yo, you did that. So it's like people are going to do things that are not always going to be approved of by the friend group. That shouldn't stop you from doing it. This is my point. This is your ex from 6 years ago.
And there's emotions
6, that's
there.
365 times 6, nigga. That's days. A lot of you have moved on. You done sucked a
Not
new
here.
dick. You done fucked new bitches. Things are different, bro.
Whoa, that's
But I ain't fuck none of your friends. It's the worst. This world is so
That's
small.
she's not. She doesn't. The minute you broke up with her, she is excommunicated from your business. She don't. Whatever she do don't got nothing to do
But why
with
you
you.
But she
Fuck my
fucking my
man.
friend. That's not excommunicating. You
Bro,
still
that's
in the
his
group.
life. I don't get to
Whoa,
control
why
who
do
he
you have to
fuck.
fuck my mans? Why do you have to fuck my friend? Like, get your own person.
These niggas was at a bar one day. They're both attractive. They was like,
Do you violate it? You crossed boundaries.
he didn't.
by
No, he
doing that.
didn't because he's not my girl.
Wait, who's the one that both of them cross boundaries?
They both crossed boundaries.
It's more so. Yeah, they did. They definitely did. I feel like it's more so the friend, regardless of the scenario. Like
It's both of them.
it is. I'm saying it's both of them. But I feel like it's more so the friend because I think there's a code that exists in platonic relationships. Like the chances of me getting with a girl and breaking up with her is far greater than me breaking up with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Realistic. Like, my friend will probably be around like 7 years, 10 years, maybe my lifetime. She gonna be like, I've been broke up
That's
with her.
why I said, why take that risk? So when your friend told you,
but you don't know. They
when
fucking.
your friend told you no and you still did it, like,
because the thing
I don't
is,
think asking for permission. Like, I don't think people
it's
go to their
about
friends asking for
respect.
permission. They just go and tell you because I'm telling you out of respect.
Out
I'm
of
not
respect.
asking you because at this point they probably already started fucking and flirting.
so you don't respect him because you asked him out of respect. He said no, so you said fuck you.
And so I was having this conversation with Ace from Daily Rapper Crew. He said the same thing. You don't respect me. But my thing is like, the fact that I even brought it up to you, which is that's a very anxious thing to do. Like, to bring up to your friend, like, I want to let you know something. The girl that you used to be with, well, you know what? We started. So this is how my scenario went. There was a girl and he had been broke up with her for years. And we reconnected later on in life.
Mhm.
I didn't have eyes for her when they was together. An attractive person is an attractive person. You know what I mean? But I didn't want her, no shit like that. But then one day we linked up, we started talking, and then we caught a vibe. You know what I mean? We caught a vibe where it was just like, yo, you fucking pretty cool. You know what I mean? And you are attractive at the end of the day, but you're available. So shit's different now. And he been fucking other bitches.
Right.
He done ran through 100 women since then.
Right.
And now it's like, you know what? I do kind of like your vibe. I wouldn't mind spending a little time with you right now. Let's not make it seem like even though there's 100 people, there's 100 choices. It doesn't work like that. There's a lot of options, but it's not always something to choose. So at the end of the day, no, you don't have to fuck with that person. And yes, you probably should avoid it if you just want to keep all the peace. You should. You should.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is a very quality woman. She's very beautiful. She's very nice. And I enjoyed her company. So it's like, you know what?
It's risk losing your friendship.
I didn't lose the friendship. Now he don't know. He don't.
Well, you don't know, hurt him.
Oh,
Anywho, my thing is, if y'all ready to take this leap, as in, like, for me, it would.
I wouldn't be in a relationship with her though.
For me, it's the opposite. They would have to really be in, like, they finna go get married.
I get that.
That's how if that's how serious y'all are about y'all. You was my ex and she's my friend. If y'all willing to risk our friendship, that better be the fucking love of your life.
Well, then what's the difference? Because you're gonna end up fucking her trying to get to the relationship anyway.
Nah, they need to be serious about being together because they have to be serious about being together. If y'all just knowing that y'all gonna just fuck around and fuck off with a relationship a few months later, don't bother ruining our friendship.
If you want to fuck any of my exes and it's been a generous amount of time, whatever that is, I don't own her. I don't think about her anymore.
Let's say I was hypothetically straight again. And I'm like, yo, look, I'm interested in sleeping with your ex. You'll be fine with that? And me and your ex was like this.
How long has it been?
2 years. Why are you putting a time limit on it? There should be no time limit.
Because it helps. It makes you feel better about it. It's been 2 years?
Yeah.
I think 2 years, I wouldn't have come around to it as much. I think it would take more thinking on my behalf.
Would it be different if it's 6 years and while we all was friends and me and her was like this?
It would be weird, but like the reason why I use 6 years, right? Because I think about a time that's so like
far removed from your present life.
That it just like, because also 6 years is also showing respect to my relationship as far as my standards go. It's been 6 years, and I know you've been doing other things.
But why would you want to be with something that was...
I don't want to be with, I'm just trying to slap.
Hold on, let me...
So just fuck you?
Oh my God.
That's what I said, dating.
Not even the fuck what...
That's what I'm saying. For me, that better be the love of your life if y'all really done risk that. For me, that's my thing.
Just a slap, nigga? Just a
Barely.
Fuck?
Wait, I forgot what I was about to say.
Something I was physically and mentally attracted to or attached to?
Let me throw something in there for
my life?
You know what?
Let me throw something there for us, because he already has a stance, so we're pretty much in agreement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, how would you feel about it if you're married with a family and kids and your ex and your friend want to get together? Would that still bother you? Because I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't be too mad about it.
Bother me? It's just a fucking...
I'd be like,
but you married?
Yeah, it depends on how the broke. It depends.
Nah.
It depends on what me and that person.
Nah.
It depends on what me and that person went through and how we broke up or what the situation.
Out of respect for your marriage, why do you care what your ex what been through in emotions?
Because you're still my friend. Why do you want? If I thought, if I thought that person was my soulmate at the time, and I thought that was the person, the love of my life, and it didn't work out, and I moved on, and I got married.
Who said it had to be all that though? See, now listen,
So we're just talking about dating.
No, so listen.
But I threw something in there for us. Remember, you're already married. You have your family. You've got your husband that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And your friend, your friend that you consider your friend and an ex
They hooked up
they're
one
hooking
day.
up, or they dating, they trying to see what's up with each other. Would you still be that upset though?
Part of me could see it's
being a little better.
Yeah, but it's just like no.
For me, it makes it a little. What they say, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down.
Because you moved on.
It depends on where I'm at in life. I'm gonna be that selfish. It depends on where I'm at in life, where it would be easier for me. If I'm fucking out here single, still ain't found the one, the bitch, y'all for talk about you're fucking Ricket. But you like each other? Fuck you talking about?
And then we going out to events and you coming up with that
Y'all
person?
coming together and I'm coming solo? No, I would have been pissed. I'm not gonna lie. That might be the most immature part.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't be all out in my face.
Why you so mature?
Don't be all in. But listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Majority people are gonna argue this point, but they're still gonna do it though.
Yeah.
I really believe that because when you feel like you can get away with something, it changes how you feel about something completely. It changes. It just changes. And everybody's morals is in different places. I'm not saying I'm at a higher place or anything like that, like morally. But at the end of the day, if you are in a scenario where there's a guy and he's a handsome guy and he's a good guy and it's been years and you know your friend ain't shit. Let's just paint an example like that because I feel like it helps sell the point more. You know your friend ain't shit. She done fucked over Kenny, Jason Johnson, Jackson, Derrickson, all these. She had all these niggas sent him.
My mind wonders though because don't you even think that old boy was plotting on or saying stuff to you or saying stuff to her about you and y'all was together
fucking while we was together?
You don't think about that?
I don't think about that because the thought might run across my mind, but I'm not spending time thinking about that because that's paranoia, right? Okay. And it's like at the end of the day, I don't want to think that my friend was like, oh, wait, so what if these niggas was the whole time? Like, I don't want it. Of course, it's easy to start thinking that, but I don't want to.
It sure is.
It's easy, but I don't want to think like that. I don't want to think like that. At the end of the day, if I find out that my nigga slapped one of my exes, it would just be like, okay, well, what? How did that happen? What happened? You know,
my thing is, anybody out there, don't tell me unless y'all serious.
I don't want to know.
I'm still gonna say no though, but I can't tell y'all what to do.
But that's your business though.
I'm single right now, and I'm looking at it a single point of view.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was married, I would look at it different. Like, good for y'all. She was burning anyway.
You go to your husband telling him about it, got mad at you, talking about why the fuck you care.
It's just so.
You're gonna look crazy as hell being mad about.
So how would you feel if one of your let's say you work at a law firm or something, right? We paint scenarios. You work at a law firm. It's a couple people on your floor, right? Now you work with one of your best friends, you know, but there's another guy. He works on the team, but y'all know y'all wasn't really friends, though. You know what I mean? But he knows you and he knew that y'all was in a relationship. How would you feel if you found out that he ended up smacking your ex from 4 years ago? A coworker. Y'all not friends, but y'all in the same law firm. Y'all on the same floor.
That happened a few.
But how would you feel? Like you obviously would feel some kind of way because it'd be like, I know this.
Right, so it actually happened. I felt the way, but it was just like you had no loyalty to me anyway. So I think the difference is the loyalty. As a friend, you have a loyalty to me. Like maybe if I'm married, it's different. Maybe I'll look at it. I'm still gonna side-eye you on some you fucking weird for that, and I'm gonna talk hella shit about you.
But is that not their right as a human being? Like, when you think about what it is that
what's more important, pussy or my friendship?
And this is what I'm getting to. When you think about loyalty, what does loyalty really mean? Like, what do I really owe you, person to person? What do I owe you? I owe you respect. I'm never supposed to disrespect you, never supposed to call you out your name, never supposed to steal from you, never supposed to put you in a fucked up situation, never supposed to manipulate you. That's what I owe you.
Right.
Now, whatever else I do is all different. It's slightly different. It's more so like, where do your personal morals lay? You know what I mean? So like what you're saying is, that's outside of my morals. I get that. But what I'm saying is that some people, it's like, I could still be willing and I could still give you the shirt off of my back and that doesn't change because I had a night out with a girl that you're not even thinking about anymore. Because I actually think it's selfish.
How you know I'm not thinking about her no more? What if I secretly, I could be married and still want to get back with her?
Then you know what?
There's millions.
Bro, you're married. You're married. To me, that just seems so selfish.
I would side-eye them for sure, but it depends on where I am in my life that would make me comfortable with it.
I would prefer it to not happen. Let's just
real quick.
I don't want it to happen.
Not gonna see on camera, but Gabby.
Because, okay, I think there's two ways to look at it, emotionally and like logically speaking. Like emotionally, nobody wants that.
Nobody
Like,
wants that.
but stuff like that is bound to happen. At the end of the day, you know, if you are really separated from this person, like what they do after that is their business. And if it's my friend,
their
like I'll probably put a word out there like, yo, like, listen, be careful. But I'm gonna try to turn my eye. Like,
Could you? So that's kind of like, could you entertain? That's like people who forgive their partner for cheating on them. Like sometimes, not me.
I'm just saying, you see how people are quick to forgive relationships, but they don't forget friendships.
But like in a relationship, you can find out that men, like we look at women like y'all are little flowers. So we're just like, somebody else touched you? You just feel like you're ready to die inside, right? So it's like, but then you get to a place where you decide, I'm gonna forgive you, even if it's a long road, right? But it's like, you see how you could get to that place. Sometimes it's not as black and white as that.
But people also evolve over time. And so if the time we was together, I was doing some dumb shit and this person was doing something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we never really, even though we were together, we weren't mentally there for each other or emotionally there fully. So like now if time passes and they actually mature now and they are a better person and they're like, you know, they meet my friend or whoever and they
got this shit together.
Yeah, they're in a different mind space. They're not the same person that they were when they dated you.
True.
So like at that point you can't, I feel like you can't really be mad. Like that's a whole nother person.
I just don't want to know.
Only
I just
thing
don't
I'm
want to know.
hearing is you got your shit together for this bitch.
Yo,
and you didn't get your shit
honestly-
together for me.
Honestly,
That's
like
what I'm hearing.
I'm mad at my ex for like dealing with you, and I'm mad at my friend. Like,
And you married?
and I'm married.
We ain't there yet,
don't
Billy.
got-
We
Yeah,
ain't
we're
there.
not
We'll
there
get
yet.
there one day. I
It's
ain't
the
there.
principle.
You don't got
I
peace in your
understand
heart.
it. I can understand that. Maybe if I'm in that position, I could be. I would never say good. Y'all could go ahead. What I would always look at you side eye because it's like not saying I necessarily.
But they have to. I believe the two parties that are entering into a relationship, knowing that you have some type of grievances towards it, they have to respect however you feel about it.
Right.
They're still gonna go do them, but you can't tell me
Right.
not to be
But
mad.
people are so flexible because like you got people who have threesomes in their relationship. They'll introduce a threesome. They'll introduce
I'm not introducing that.
niggas running trains on somebody. So it's like there are like scenarios where like you'll introduce somebody else being active with your partner. People go through shit like that, whether it's a woman or a man, it doesn't matter. You introduce it, but it's like because it's slightly different. When really you think about it, like if this is my friend and then you with an ex of mine, it's like she's not a concern of mine anymore. At least there's two people that at least you chose them at some point versus like niggas would be like, oh, well, let's go have a threesome. Let's bring a stranger into the household real quick. But you'll accept that. I don't even understand. Like, and it's obviously it's different because you feel like you're more in control about it. But at the end of the day, it's really not like what the person does. It's about who it is. And that's why I feel like it's ego driven. And as a person who's married, by the time I get married, I don't give a fuck what none of these hoes do.
Yeah, that's
You know,
where,
and that-
that's
and-
where,
and that-
that's where I would have to be.
If you're married and you don't feel like that, your marriage is
Yeah.
is in danger.
No.
Yes.
Because let me-
Yes.
No.
Yes.
First of all, why is there communication? When
They
we
met out
break
somewhere
up,
in a
we all
mutual
break up.
place.
6 years.
And all you have to say is, how's Billy? Billy's good. Bye.
I'm such an egomaniac. I was like, fuck y'all got the only thing y'all got in common is me.
If y'all are in the same circle, y'all probably have similar interests and similar like personality characteristics.
Right.
So you're gonna end up like for example, if I hang out with you and I think you're dope and somebody else is your friend hangs out with you obviously for the same reason. We all gonna have something in common. Not necessarily you, but the things that we interested in.
Right.
So it's not even to say that there's no possibility of forming even friendships on that level, like outside through your friends.
Right.
So yeah, like you're saying, even with friends, you meet mutual friends and y'all become cool.
Right,
Yeah.
because
They kind of
because-
vetted already then there.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, just because things escalate now, like, why? Okay, yes, I
Even
understand.
my friends, if y'all gonna go to movies and I don't know about it, y'all still gotta tell me, so it's the same.
But like you said, I think it's important that, like, you can still, you reserve the right to set up boundaries.
Yes,
like,
you do.
I'm not
Yes.
gonna be showing up to do double dates and stuff with
Yes,
you.
yeah,
That's
never,
not what I'm
never.
comfortable with. I'm not doing that.
Right, I'm not
So-
doing that. I've heard women share stories about meeting a group of guys and then you not getting the one that was the most attractive, right? So like paint a scenario where it's like, okay, you get Henry when you really wanted Jason. I don't know why I be coming up with these. Is just be like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Just names, right? Jaquavian versus Devontae. I don't know.
Like,
you know what I mean?
when you start dating a nigga and realize you got the ugly.
But like I've heard women say shit like that. So it's like, okay, you give the not so attractive nigga a chance. You realize I shouldn't have did that. But you shot to be loyal to the niggas. Maybe you met him first.
Yeah.
You ain't know that the nigga that you could have picked first was around the corner and he came around and was like, I already made a connection with this nigga.
Right.
Shit.
Okay. I don't know. Like the way you said that, I just felt like her little personal experience.
Oh shit.
So then you and Jaquavian not a thing no more.
What's the name?
Jaquavian and Devontae.
He done gave me 3 different niggas.
And then, Jackson and Jackson.
Jaquavian Javante Jackson,
real
that's
quick,
his
I had
name.
a little baby in school, and they was like, what you want to name your baby? And I was like, Tahim Taquan. And that was just the first name.
You had your hood nigga dreams
Respectfully,
early. Early. You already was...
Listen, so you get rid of that nigga, and then a little time go, and then you realize the nigga that you really wanted, the nigga with the... got more riz, he got more things going, he taking more charge, more charisma and all that shit like that. And he just like, yo, how you doing? Y'all at the bar, cigar lounge, something. I don't know, wherever the fuck you be.
Right.
And then he just be like, yo, like you wanna, I don't know how the scenario happens, but it happens.
In that scenario though, I would employ, like if this is me in the situation as the person, I would employ you hurry up and dissolve the first one.
What you mean?
As in, you said you met the other guy first, and then the other...
It didn't work, and now years go by.
Nah, but now wait, now years, man. Or upon dissolve that time, go to the new.
I mean, and that's wise.
That's better.
That's wise.
I'm not even continuing nothing with you. We just texting.
That's wise.
I'm not even gonna fuck you because I already have eyes on your friend.
I respect that.
So you can't even say
I'm
nothing to
slowly
me.
healing and learning how to love. So hopefully one day I'll maturely be where you're at.
But just because something doesn't work out with somebody for you doesn't mean that, like, I believe that that person may not be right for you. That's just what it is.
So fuck buddy segment. The topic is, if y'all go raw, unprotected for the first time, is the very next time raw automatic, or you gotta go back to wearing protection?
Raw automatic.
You see? So
I mean, it's probably gonna...
You're not gonna go meet to meet and then gonna cover that shit up.
It's probably gonna go like that, but it's whatever you want though. At the end,
it's whatever you.
So if you the first time you living life, and the second time you like, I was living a little too extra. Let me and
just wrap it. I feel like
just wrap it up.
If you live life on the edge the first time,
it depends on the nature of the relationship too, though. You know what I mean?
I'm being 100% transparent.
I like raw
if
papers,
we go raw,
dick. I love it.
Because let's keep it a buck though. Just real quick.
It's gonna be
going raw is dangerous, yo.
It is.
It is. So that's something that was the main question. Also for me,
it's actually dangerous. It's like dangerous for real.
When do you know it's okay to go raw with somebody? Because a lot of people are like,
you never know.
You
just take a risk and you do that shit.
Not the risk that I'm taking.
I'm not gonna lie.
Do that,
the first
but it's
time
always
I go
a
raw
risk.
in a relationship, it's always probably like if I know the relationship's gonna continue.
Right.
Like I said, I've never been in many hookup type relationships.
Mhm.
You know, luckily. So I like after the third or fourth time, we usually go raw, but we discuss it first. Like
Right.
But after the first go raw, I do go to the clinic. I know it's bad to go after. But I've gone.
Checking ain't cheating.
And then, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, then I have a conversation with them. I was like, I would like you to get tested to make sure we can continue this because I like it.
I just be, and this is just being transparent, I just jump with a leap of faith. Like,
You
yes,
go first time, bro?
You jump with a leap of faith? Yeah. If you going raw, you definitely jumping a leap of faith. That's what everybody does.
Right. Time so there's certain niggas like, I would, like, if... I'm trying to process the lie and the truth right now. And I don't know which one I want to tell. All right. So the truth is, by accident, on purpose, I done fucked raw. But God don't play with me, so he done protected me in many situations, right?
Yeah, that's the birth control method I've been using to pull out and pray.
Pull out and pray.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Literally.
Talk about a PP loan, nigga. My PP loan was pull out and pray.
There's times where I done fucking nigga raw, but there's times where it's just like, you're in the moment and you don't give a fuck. And it's just like, we here now, and you just pull out and pray.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have that anxiety of, I hope I don't have nothing. Even if I take an HIV test or any type of test, I'm still nervous. By the grace of God, I haven't caught anything, right? But I'm still nervous when I take the test because you just never
Because now you live in a paranoia.
Yeah.
It's kind of like being in the streets.
And why they do that when you go take the test? They take this long little pause. Mrs. Pepperloom.
Like, bitch, you better let me know now. Don't even say my name.
Yeah.
Am I good or not?
You
everything is good. I was like,
bro,
girl.
I did my blood work and the nigga said, "You want to take an HIV test?" I said, "No." He was like, well, we just do all the blood work and I think it's good. I said, "No, I don't want to take it." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna make you take it anyway." I said, "All right, let's take it."
They do it anyway.
So a nigga called me
he
3
was gonna
days
do it
later.
behind your back anyway.
Yeah, nosy ass. Nigga called me 3 days later telling me everything. Your blood is good. This is good. This is good. This is good.
About that.
I said, "Yo, doc, get to the fucking point, bro." Like I said, "What about that HIV?" He was like, "Oh, you're good." I said,
"All right, then hang up.
Good.
Have a good day." Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day.
I'm hanging up after that.
Yeah. And it's like, I would love to get somebody on here to teach us about like HIV and the prevention and not so much, but like
the prevention is two things: abstinence
so
and condoms.
Right. Not so much the prevention, but I'm talking about like, you know, because there was one time somebody told me like, oh, they was undetectable, and I didn't know what that meant. So I would like to be educated.
Okay.
Right.
But yeah, this time, so when I'm doing it raw, by the grace of God, I'm saved. But I'll be like, Billy, you can't do this no more. You gotta be good, nigga. No more. But I just like recently made a big deal.
That's another part of the whole going back to your ex. You know they don't got nothing.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. If there's any case to be made to spin in the block, that's the
so wait,
one.
That's a good question. When you spin the block, do you have to wrap up again?
For the first 2 or 3 times.
And then it disappears?
Then we talk about medical stuff. No. Just show you that I don't trust you. You gotta put you gotta sprinkle a little seasoning. I don't really trust you.
I encourage everybody, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Be going raw is not a game for everybody.
So you protect it like that?
How many years you go without wrapping up?
Like you don't accidentally raw dog?
This is what I'm saying.
Here you go. He about to be police.
This is what I'm saying. Wrap it up. Because let me tell you what wrapping
on this couch.
Wrapping it up, not wrapping it up is you're playing a gambling game. And the thing is, it's like no matter how many times you win, it only ever matters the time you lose.
That's true.
It only ever matters.
That's true.
If I hit 100 different women, they all incredible, right? The one time that I get it wrong, maybe it's baby, maybe it's STD, maybe it's whatever, them 100 women don't matter. It's like counting money you don't got no more. You don't care about them victories no more because now you're going to forever live with the one L that you got. So with that being said, I'm like, listen, it don't matter what I do personally. What I'm telling you, my advice.
So you answer the question.
Nah, listen.
You're not answering the question.
Listen, that's outside of my comfortability.
Okay.
It's outside of my comfortability. You know what I mean? It's a certain things I just, you know what I mean?
No problem.
But what I feel comfortable letting you know is the right answer. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck how I'm living, nigga. This is how you should live. Now, what you decide to do, that's your business. That's your freedom will, and I have no judgment for you.
Mm-hmm.
But the best thing, I don't never tell you nothing wrong. That's what my grandma said all the time. I never tell you nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Strap that shit up for real, because that's the only, because that's the safest way.
So you feel like, do y'all get tested inside your relationship? During your relationship?
No.
Not together, but I like to see the paperwork.
Like, you don't know. People be sliding off. You have to, like
cheating?
Not so much, people cheat.
I mean, it's possible, but I doubt it, though.
You mean condoms slipping off and stuff?
No, like, in your relationship, you're in a relationship, do you feel like you should be tested while you're in a relationship?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's kind of...
That's a lot of trust.
You already decided to be your girl.
No, I'm saying I never did that.
I think that's pointless because you've already chosen the person. So, like, by the time you choose somebody, you're choosing safety and security already. So
what was that movie? Temptation?
Temptations?
The Tyler Perry movie? When the wife cheated on her husband?
That's the thing, she cheated.
Yeah.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You don't know if your partner is cheating, so you
cheating is really not that common, bro. Yeah. I don't know. Like, maybe
it's not that common.
I don't think it is.
Whoa.
So
people getting caught ain't common.
Let me say this. I personally feel like you can never fully predict what a person does, but at the end of the day, you can vet a person well enough to know, like, you know what, at least take a chance, right? Because maybe you'll never 100% know, but I think you can vet a person good enough to know. Like, anybody that I've ever been with, I very confidently believe that they never cheated on me. You know what I mean? And I think that I think so highly of them that even at our lowest, they never cheated.
Do you feel like that's dangerous? To think so high of them?
When putting trust in anybody is always going to be dangerous, no matter what it looks like. So I'm just like going raw is dangerous. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's about where's your risk factor at in life. You know what I mean? So my risk factor is that I trust a girl that's, by the time I choose you, it's like we almost married in a sense. It's a very special thing going on right now. It's like of all the people that I could have, I chose you. I think that in itself is very special. I trust you with my life. I trust you with my finances. Not some of it, all of it. I trust you with everything.
But what I'm saying, if a person doesn't, you think...
Why am I checking myself when I trust you?
Just in case, bro.
Just in case is not trust.
It's not even just what if you do a physical every year and you just making sure everything is good?
Yeah, then you go that, but you're going with the intention to know if your whole body
is good. That's different.
Not if
right.
Getting STDs checked is a byproduct of that.
I don't think you getting tested takes away from the trust.
Nigga, it does, because you're trying to see if she's.
So you don't believe in better safe than sorry?
I believe in if we down, then we down. I believe in that. Like, I believe that if you my person, you're my person.
So now let's say...
when my back is turned, you're still my person. I believe that.
So if she accidentally burns you, you still riding?
I'm willing to take that risk, because that means that, like, I bet on me before I bet on doubt and confusion and shit like that. I'll bet on my confidence before I bet on anything negative. You know what I mean? So if I'm in a scenario in my life where I really trusted Billy and I put the trust in your hand and you dropped it, then I just got to live with the consequences of that now. But at the end of the day, who I really am is I put the trust in your hands. Kind of like what we were saying about the other thing earlier that we're going to cut out. You know what I mean? It's like, if I put you in that position, it's because I love you and I trust you. Now, of course, you could do something bad.
Yeah.
You could do something bad, right? But I'm trusting you not to. It's the fact that I even put you in position to do the right thing shows the love. Yeah. So I don't want to change how loving I am as a person because of what you could do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's just where I'm at with things.
Right.
That's just where I'm at with it.
I get it.
That's just where I'm at with it.
I get it. I just feel like
on the topic of what we like, let's go back to the top of what we was talking about. Like, once you start going raw, do you continue?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. No.
He's malfunctioning again.
The lie and the truth, they fight.
The lie and the truth. You keep fucking raw, bitch. But there has been times where I did fuck raw, and then I was like, bro, the first time was a mistake. Second time, we're going to have to use a condom.
And that's your prerogative.
You got to learn to stand on what you stand on. The moment we start going, this is not a debate. This is a personal, you could do that. But the moment I start going meat to meat, we're not. Stop.
You ever fuck raw the first time?
No.
Never?
Never.
Everybody fucked raw the first time.
You see now? Y'all got to talk about everybody and everybody. No.
Not every person.
I don't even care if you're doing it for show. I don't even care if I'm doing it for show.
Renee, so there's every time we're using a situation, the nigga, you ask a nigga, you know, it's like this.
First of all, I don't even know.
And the nigga said,
let me tell you.
No.
Let me tell
and then he was like, you told him to just come out?
What did you just do? What did you just...
I said...
Let me tell you something I don't do.
Bitch, you asked me a question and cut me off.
Because I didn't even hear what you said. Because you're talking about... Okay.
You like this. And he... And then you're like, you got a condom?
Yeah.
And he's like, nah. And then you're like...
We have to stop. I've stopped mid-foreplay.
No, I ain't stopping.
I've stopped sessions mid-foreplay without no condom. The first time, are you crazy? Me don't play like that. I'm already saying after we start going raw, which is after a couple of times. I don't care if you here for... I don't care. I brought condoms to sessions myself.
Mm-hmm. As you should.
What y'all talk about? The first time, I don't know you. I want to have sex. That's why I have the condom.
So you suck a dick with a condom?
I don't even suck dick on the first time we have sex. That's
the problem.
I don't. You don't got to go down on me. I don't got to go down on you. We just feeling each other's vibe.
So you wear a female condom?
What is that?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
No.
That's the problem.
This shit almost chin checked me. No, I've never worn that. I've never worn a female condom. A diaphragm is what you do.
Do women even use those?
It's called a diaphragm.
It's this thing.
No,
some women do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuva?
Yeah. It's kind of like...
It's like a ring.
Yeah. Never tried that.
Like the joint that you got on your period sometimes. Like what's that shit called?
Tampons?
Not tampon, but like the one that
diaphragm.
catches things. Is that what it's... No, it's not called that.
Diva cup.
It's like the cup. It's like, that's kind of what a female condom is. It's like
Never
the cup.
tried it.
Nah, what I'm saying is, there's times where you accidentally in a position and the person's going to get neck, and you like, do you have a condom?
There is no accident with me on my back. It happened to you.
Several times.
Mm-hmm. I remember this guy talking about why you walking around with condoms. Excuse me, you're not about to gaslight me.
Nigga, what?
I turned around and said, you want some pussy or not?
Yo.
You was a pussy or not?
I mean, hey.
Why are you walking around with condoms?
I mean, hey.
What?
Right.
And when you say that, I mean, hey. Yeah. For real.
But
that's such a good example.
It's not that I'm doing it to
women control your power. Control your power.
Do you want?
Because at the end of the
pussy
day,
or no?
that's the only question that matters.
Trying to like argue, bitch. I'm trying to fuck.
Nigga, you gonna take what I'm gonna give you. That's what you gonna do.
But it's the same thing when you spin the block and fuck the person raw and they done fucked other people. What's the difference?
I said.
That's why I said wear the
when
condom.
When we spin the block, we do condoms.
That's why I said wear the condom. When in doubt,
I don't want
wear the condom.
So
nigga.
when do you know you can fuck them raw? Because no
when
one
I
really
feel
gets
comfortable.
No one really. When you feel comfortable, that's what I'm about to say. When you feel comfortable, no one really gets the paperwork.
We get the paperwork after a couple of times. Yes, we do.
And y'all show each other paperwork?
Yeah.
Bro, I know niggas be lying when they say that shit.
No. Okay. Majority niggas lying, but if that is her truth, then that's a great way to live, though. At the end of the day,
you ain't got no fucking paperwork, bitch.
What? You want me to show you?
You got paperwork. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. What I'm saying is, nobody's really saying, let me show you the paperwork. I want
to see it. First of all, both of my prominent exes that I ever had work in the medical field. So it's really easy for them to get it. That's number one.
If I forge report cards, I can forge paperwork.
Not from where they work at.
Yes, I bet you I can.
It's easy
not
to
saying
do
I
it.
have to.
But why so hard? You're making it seem like it's so difficult. It's really hard.
It's not
really
difficult because
easy
as much as yes, what you say, we want to wait for the person. How most raw encounters happen is that first time you don't have a condom, y'all don't fuck. No one really gets the paperwork.
But you're projecting.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
are.
shit that you do.
You are.
Yes, you are.
Wolf, you get the paperwork.
The kissing on your neck and accidentally. Yes.
The reason why you projecting is because
that shit happened to you. Nigga never showed you no
what
paperwork.
What she's saying is the right thing to do, though. Like, I think more important than you trying to prove your point.
It's the right thing to do. I'm not saying it's not the right thing to do.
But you pushing it, though. You giving a pushback.
I'm saying let's stop acting like niggas get the paperwork to get checked, but they not asking the niggas for the paperwork.
Even if she's lying, she's giving a good message off.
Yes, follow that message.
Lying. No, I'm not.
I'm not saying don't follow the message. Start with the man in the mirror and get the paperwork. But like my sister's the only person I know that says, let me see the paperwork right then and there.
He brings it to the next time we see each other.
Show your paperwork, people. Wear condoms.
Like, show your paperwork.
Wear condoms and show your paperwork.
That's it.
I like to raw dog. Why you think I don't want to see the paperwork? I don't want to keep using this motherfucker.
She's a smart gambler.
I don't want to.
You know what? She's not a gambler. She's an investor.
I don't want to keep using this motherfucker. I don't want to keep using the fucking condom. I'm going to tell y'all the truth.
So let's get
let me see it.
Let's get the proof out there.
And I see the doctor. You know them doctors all fucked. I need to see who's
I'm just saying, motherfuckers.
And a real doctor's letterhead
strap
can't
up.
forward.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Strap up. Because babies and venereal diseases come from that. So, nigga, come on.
I strap up more now because I'll be damned if I get 35 years old and finally catch something.
You bring the condoms to the session?
Yeah.
Start short circuiting again. Yeah. Talking about it. Nobody's bringing up paperwork because nobody now never showed you shit.
Nobody ever showed me shit.
Yeah.
I just go with the faith of God.
Yeah.
When the nigga played, I said, oh God, please be with you.
Oh God, please be with you.
Yo.
Not one time.
I'm going to say I had, and it's by the...
Have you ever had a scare?
It's not so much as I never caught anything, but it's again the first time I really fucked raw. It was just like, yo, I be thinking like, damn, like I hope I don't get nothing. I hope I don't get nothing.
And that's a bad way to live.
I never think about it.
That's why I'm like, I'm not
looking over your shoulder like you got the ops coming for you and shit.
Yo,
you don't know where they at.
I was on WebMD.
After I see the paperwork, I'm like, I can't wait to go back because I hate this motherfucker.
And the ops is for, especially like as a straight male, the ops is, it's some ops out here. So you go raw, it's like, damn, either the baby's coming for me or the disease.
All right, before we go, I
don't want either one.
I got to ask this question. If someone burns you,
she fuck around, text you one day, you out at a party, it's been 2 months, you think she in the past. She say, I'm pregnant. You was like, oh my God. Every time I was
in Nelly's with my ex-girlfriend. But real quick, if someone burns you, they'll show you that you just, fucking with, let's say, give you chlamydia. I never had anything.
Me neither. I've never caught it.
Would you go back and fuck them? Or is it dub?
Nah, fuck them again.
Don't look at me like that, because there's people that do it, Wolf. There's people that do it.
Y'all talk about people, but you're asking us our personal stuff.
Yeah, I'm not saying y'all did it. I'm just saying the way he's looking at me.
Yeah, you dead in my book.
Respectfully.
And that ain't no lie. That's the truth that came out.
If a bitch give me chlamydia I think it's safe to say that now because she gave me chlamydia, so she's a bitch. You know,
Yeah.
if she gave me chlamydia, would I go back and smack?
Niggas do that though. They say it's just chlamydia, take a pill.
You are a man. Let me
tell you something. I barely like talking to people that's giving me the flu.
If you smack a chick who did you like that, you are the most low-level, bottom-tier human being possible. That is the saddest, most pathetic, disgraceful shit you could ever fucking do. Ever. You should be ashamed of yourself, nigga, and get some more self-respect than that, nigga. You want to talk about, when we talking about like slapping with somebody's ex, all the women in the world, out of all the pussy in the world, you gonna go back to somebody who changed you for life?
To an affected one.
She turns you into a zombie, nigga, and you want to keep fucking with her?
Talk about short circuiting.
You know what?
You know how big them chlamydia pills are?
No, I don't.
Nigga, you got burned and you gon' fuck no. Maybe you should keep fucking them, because you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? It's going no. Because I'm thinking this. Because I'm thinking like it's gonna be. You got a long road ahead of you trying to convince other people now, because you gotta let them know.
So do you share that information when
have
you
to.
quote something?
Absolutely. And you got to tell me, even the ones that got cured, you got to tell me about. Did you ever get shot? You got to tell me.
Is that automatic deal breaker for you?
Yeah, a person that goes around gets
it is.
a lot, it is.
Yes,
not go around shopping for it. I'm talking about like, all right.
I cannot go inside of your body if I know that you've had a disease. And it's not personal. It's not even about you. It's about me.
Yeah,
not even about you.
Sure.
It's about me. It's like, may peace be upon you. We can't rock like that. But I fuck with you though.
I ain't
No, you
never
don't.
really
I'll even go on a date with you still. Facts. You know what I mean? Like, we can still go out and have a good time. We can have some good conversation.
And you still get head from her though.
No,
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would.
But you can still get an STD from oral sex.
Yeah, I don't know if I
about?
would. Yeah, we could just.
Not chlamydia.
Listen,
yes, you can.
I don't want to treat you like a leper as a person, but now this has become too risky for me.
You could get it from vaginal, anal, and oral.
Yes, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Everybody, strap up. Don't make
Please
decisions
strap up.
I'm making bad decisions. I made horrible decisions several times.
When you're gonna get serious about, if you're gonna get serious about going the unprotected route, please do your due diligence about getting yourself tested, having your partner get tested, and so on and so forth. Okay.
All right, and this was a juicy, long.
Now this a heater. This is a heater. For sure.
Is like, oh, they're gonna love this episode.
Yeah, this is a heater. This is a good one. Clip's gonna go stupid.
I know.
Clip's gonna go stupid.
I know. So thank you for tuning in to another great episode of 25 and Over Club. Lilith, where can they find Halfway Up? I'll say this way. You can find Halfway Up on every motherfucking platform now. On Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, you can look up Halfway Up Podcast.
What days do your episodes drop?
I was doing it.
You have a consistent day?
Yeah, I was dropping every Friday, but honestly, I think I'm gonna just drop whenever I want to until I get fans. All right. Because nobody's anticipating my drop, so I just...
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
No, well, there are people. I don't want to disrespect certain people. I know there are certain people, but there's not enough people. I think I could just drop and somebody would be like willing to listen. I don't think it's like, he ain't dropped this Friday. You know what I mean? I'm not at that place yet. I got work to do.
All right.
Are you open to feedback?
Absolutely.
I don't like that for you because that's you in your head. There's people anticipating, and when people see that you're consistent, that makes them log in.
There's so many people that repost your stuff every day.
When you drop when you want to drop, you show them that you're inconsistent, and then that's when they turn away from you.
I receive that.
Yeah.
So I need you to drop every week.
Every week. Whatever day you feel like works for you. Even if it's not the same exact day, you can narrow it down. Like, okay, between these 2 days.
No, it has to be the same exact day.
But I'm just saying, in the beginning, you can. You know what I'm saying?
Because people don't care that once you get them hooked, you build a relationship with them right away.
I received that.
Right? So now, look at this guy that came here. He said he listens to every Tuesday, he downloads it. We're part of his routine. Sunday, part of my routine, midnight, is tune into Horrible Decision. I'm not going to sleep until I watch Horrible Decision.
Well, I drop every Friday, and I've pretty much dropped every Friday since I started. It wasn't up until some unfortunate events that I will talk about on the podcast at some point that I stopped. It kind of shook me to my core a little bit, but for the most part, I drop every Friday.
All right.
Well, I got something locked and loaded for this Friday.
All right, perfect.
Tune in and listen to the next 5 minutes of the Halfway Up podcast starring Wolf. He has 3 weeks to send it to me.
I got some heat for you. I can send it for real.
So send it to me. Make sure
you be on the next 5 minutes.
Will's podcast.
Oh, perfect.
I got some heat, some shit that's gonna be like, oh shit, like.
Oh yeah, send that
I
because the
got some
people,
shit for you.
because our fan base, fuck with Will.
They love
I
Will.
fuck with y'all for real, and
So-
I
They
appreciate y'all for
love
creating a platform that you can even share with people like that. That's a
Mhm.
blessing for
That's
real.
what we here for.
Of course.
Later, y'all, and hope you enjoyed
Bye,
this extra
y'all.
juicy episode.
Y'all got a
Later.
long one
Wear a
today.
condom.
Wait, last thing, we gotta do our thumbnails. Everybody, one by one. Renee, you first.
We gotta go one by one.
Until a man verbally, clearly communicates to you that he wants you to be his girlfriend, you are not that man's girlfriend. You think that because he calls you all the time, because he invited you over with the guys, because he tells you how hard his day was at work, or he tells you about all the things that he personally struggles with, women will automatically take it upon themselves to be like, that's my man. And then you know what happens when you do that? You get let down because now as a woman, you are creating expectations of what you think he should be doing as your man. As a woman, the first mistake you make in a relationship is trying to speed something ahead without him. Do not get so excited about where you think that the direction is that you start running and you let go of his hand. And then you look to the side and be like, where are you? Confused. Why would you be confused? You started running to a direction. He didn't tell you that's where y'all was going. Don't be making decisions on your own. You need to talk to that man. And if you need to know, if you're confused, then you need to ask him clearly.